This is the battlefield for our game of speed and strategy. These are the letters which lead to victory on Blockbusters! And here's the star of Blockbusters, Bill Cullen!
Thank you, Charlie. I'm in. Hi there. Hi, Keith. Hi there, Keith. Okay. What a nice bunch. What a nice bunch. Hey, welcome to Blockbusters. I said welcome to Blockbusters. Okay, hold the applause down here. People are sleeping. Actually, it doesn't bother me, but most of them are staff members. Welcome to Block. This is a show where we pit a solo player against a family pair, see if two heads are really better than one. And right now, we want you to join me in welcoming our solo player from Washington, D.C., Bob Kilpatrick. Welcome, Bob.
Thank you, Bill.
You work for the government, do you not, Bob?
I do.
With the Department of Education?
Department of Education.
Uh-huh.
I've been in Washington since '68.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Georgia, small town called Newton.
Called what?
Newton.
Luton. Uh-huh.
It's near Camilla.
Oh, I'm glad you told me that,
Elmendale.
Because without that, you had me stranded in Georgia
Right.
somewhere. Well, listen, speaking of small towns, Jeff and Alan, our twins who are our champions, Jeff and Alan Dennis, are from Neenah, Wisconsin. That ain't exactly a great big one. Welcome, fellas.
Booming metropolis.
Huh?
It's a booming metropolis.
It is a booming metropolis. It is. Actually, I think the idea of being from a small town is fun, and I think small town life is fun. Wouldn't mind if we are in Burbank here. That ain't exactly, that isn't exactly the metropolis of the world either. Anyway, let me bring you up to date. Our twins have won $31,500 so far. That's pretty good. They have also won game one of this match. It takes 2 games to win a match and go on to play Gold Run for an additional $5,000. So, Bob, you're sort of fighting to stay in it right now. You have to win this one and tie it up, and you intend to, correct?
I intend to.
Okay. Now, when time was called, Alan had answered correctly. He had picked a question beginning with the letter B. So we pick up right there, and I go and I pick up a B question. Soon as any of you know it, interrupt me. Here comes the B question. What B is the nickname of dancer Bill Robinson? That's you, Bob.
Bojangles.
Bojangles. You said it in time. Okay, you have it. You got it. Bill Bojangles Robinson. What an entertainer he was. Where are you going, Bob?
Bill, I'll go for the H.
Letter H. Okay, up the top there. Here comes an H question. What H was Achilles' weak spot? Alan.
Heel.
Heel is the right answer. That goes to the family pair. Alan, where are you going?
V, please.
The letter V. What V was the game invented in the late 1800s by William G. And that's Jeff.
Volleyball.
Morgan. Volleyball is the right answer. You got it. Volleyball it is. Look at our family pair. Where are you going, Jeff?
To the D.
The letter D. You'll see they'll connect to the right, they're connected to the left, but there's a little hole in the middle there. D question. Bob, you want to interrupt. What D was the Lucille Ball Desi Arnaz production company? Time. Desilu. Desilu. Another D question coming at you. Ready to go? Here we go. What D is the oldest type of musical instrument? That's Alan.
Drum.
Drum is the right answer.
All right.
Put 2 and 2 together and came up with drum. Now then, Alan.
A, please.
The letter A. And if they get it, they will have made the connection, won the game and the match. Bob, last chance for you to block. What A is represented in the Senate? Yes, Bob?
Alabama.
No. Repeat the question now for our family pair. What A is represented in the Senate by Barry Goldwater? Yes, Jeff?
Arizona.
Arizona is right, and you won the game. Congratulations, Jeff and Alan. And Bob, thank you kindly. You put up a good game. You ran into a real hot team while they were particularly hot. We enjoyed having you. We have some nice consolation prizes. You hang around for a while. Hang around. We'll be back in just a moment. Give the twins a chance to win some real money right after this word of interest for you. Let's see, $31,500. So that means you've been up 6 times. Is that right? 6 times in one, you only pulled off $500 the last one. Jeff, you're the captain. You've been making the decision all along. What happens here?
Well, I'll tell you what. Al and I had a deal that I would play it until I goofed up. Last time I goofed up, so it's his turn.
Okay, Alan, come on over here. We're going to give you a shot at $5,000 more on Gold Run. Right in there. Good luck, Alan. I know you can do it. I gotta bring the people up to date who might not have been watching. Actually, Jeff had been coming up here and been knocking them off one after the other. We went through 4 straight, I think, with hardly any problems, and then 5 straight. And then that last one, he got blocked out and came up with 500. So their deal was that Jeff would do it until you didn't really goof up. You just didn't win the whole bit. So, Alan, it's your turn now. You know how it works. I repeat it for the people at home. This is the Gold Rush board. You make a path from left to right, connecting the gold to the gold. When you do that, you win $5,000. Now, if you miss or pass, we throw a block up. You can get around it, except in that one case where Jeff ran into trouble, but usually you can find your way around it. Now, whatever happens, continue to ask for them until time runs out, because you do pick up $100 for each one. All right, we'll put the 60 seconds up now. You have 31.5, going to make it 36.5. The clock will begin when you tell me where you want to start. Good luck.
R.R.
Lucy's TV husband.
Ricky Ricardo.
Yep.
M.A., please.
Said, let them eat cake.
Marie Antoinette.
Yes.
H.L.M.O.
Hit song from Wildcat.
Pass.
Okay.
K.P., please.
The way from Pakistan to Afghanistan.
Khmer Pash.
Nope, take another.
A.S., please.
Mary Pickford's nickname.
Pass. R.S., please.
Ringo's real name.
Richard Starkey.
That's right.
S.S., please.
He played Rocky Balboa.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
P.W., please.
The voice of Scrubbing Bubbles.
Pass.
Okay.
K.K., please.
A Jeff Bridges movie.
Pass. B.A.T.B.
Fairy tale about a pretty girl and an ugly animal.
Beauty and the Beast.
That's right.
C.R. please.
David. Okay. Well, the same thing happened. All of a sudden, you got some tough ones that blocked you out. You 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5. Let me read the ones you missed, starting down the lower left-hand corner. KK, a Jeff Bridges movie, King Kong. Of course, Jeff had a lot of movies. A.S., Mary Pickford's nickname, another generation gap here, America's Sweetheart. America's Sweetheart. Then H.L.M.O., hit song from Wildcat. You know that one, Jeff? That's Hey Look Me Over. Hey Look Me Over. K.P., the way from Pakistan to Afghanistan, you had the right idea. It's the Khyber Pass. And P.W., the voice of Scrubbing Bubbles, Paul Winchell, very fine ventriloquist. And they're the ones you missed. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $100 a piece. That's another $500. Right now, your total, $33,000. Good try, Andy. Good try. Okay. You go on back there and make yourself reasonably comfortable. And we have a lady coming in. Would you have Yolanda come in? Hello, Yolanda. I know that you know Alan and Jeff, Yolanda, but say hello to the folks out here, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome Yolanda Gomez Barbero.
Hi, Bill. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Yolanda. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Where are you from, and what would you like us to know about you?
Well, I'm originally from Colombia, South America, and I wanted to meet you, and I did.
Well, I'm very happy you did, Yolanda.
When I first came to the U.S., your programs were one of the ways that I learned to speak English a little bit.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, you and Gene Rayburn.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's very nice of you. I'll mention that to Gene, that through watching us, you learn English. And I know, Gene, he won't understand a word I say. But that's Gene. You did very well. Thank you. That's a nice compliment, Yolanda. We'll be back here and give you a chance to play the game in a moment. Right now, we're going to pause for this, please. All right. Brand new game beginning now between Alan Dennis and Jeff Dennis, who have $33,000, and Yolanda Gomez-Barbero. Where do you live now, Yolanda?
In in Lawndale, California.
Okay, we're happy to have you here. You know how it works, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to start this game with the letter B. And answer begins with a B, and Yolanda, the millisecond you think you know, hit the button, we'll stop and give you a chance. Here comes question B. What B was where Napoleon fought? Yes, Jeff? Time. I repeat it now for Yolanda. Yolanda, what B was where Napoleon fought the Battle of Waterloo? Don't feel badly. It's tough. Belgium. Waterloo is in Belgium. Okay. Everything stays the same, and we come up with another B question. Let's see who gets this. What bee lived in Mayfield with Mom, Dad, and his brother, Wally? Jeff.
Beaver.
Beaver's the answer, and that takes care of the bee question. All right, Jeff.
We'll go to the O.
The letter O. Here comes. What O once escaped from an aquarium in Bermuda and was halfway back to the sea? Yolanda?
Octopus?
Octopus is the right answer. Correct. Full question. What O once escaped from an aquarium in Bermuda and was halfway back to the sea before it was recaptured? Did you know that, or did you guess it? Oh,
I guessed.
Oh, it's a good guess. I didn't know that. I wasn't in on the chase there, but an octopus. You have now scored your first one, Yolanda. Where would you like to go?
The H, please.
Letter H, coming up. What H was the United States' first college? Alan?
Harvard.
Harvard is the answer. Family pair. Yes, Alan?
S, please.
Letter S. Question. What S was the secret code word that opened Alibaba's... Yolanda?
Sesame.
Sesame is right. Alibaba's cave. Okay, you're moving now, Yolanda. Where do you want to go?
The N, please.
The letter N. Question. What N is where you would find America's largest ski resort? Jeff?
Nevada.
Nevada is right. Actually, it's Heavenly Valley, Nevada. That's the name of it. The America's largest ski resort. Where to?
To the R.
The letter R. What R is the term used to signify that a radio message has been received? Yolanda.
Roger.
Roger's the right answer, Yolanda, and you have it. Where would you like to go, Yolanda?
The A, please.
Letter A. Okay. What A is known for his realistic bird paintings? Jeff.
Audubon.
Audubon is the answer, and that goes to the family pair. We're spreading them all over the board, are we not? Where are you going, Jeff?
Well, we got to try the P.
Okay, sooner or later would work well for both teams. Yolanda, Jeff, Alan, everybody ready. What P produce... I'll read it again. What P produces insulin in the... Alan?
Pancreas.
In the body. Pancreas is the right answer.
Anatomy question.
Now look where they are. Where to, sir?
I, please.
Okay, you could have gone either of two ways. He selected I. Yolanda, you want a block now. Question coming. What I is some ink or clod... Yes, Yolanda?
Indian?
Nope. Repeat it now for the family pair. Could be the game one of this match for them. Fellas, what I is some ink or Claude Rains in his famous movie? Please do not help, audience. Jeff?
Indigo?
Nope. The answer is Invisible. The Claude Rains movie was the original Invisible Man. And some ink, you know, invisible ink. Okay, we come up with another I question. You were saved there, Yolanda. You get another chance to block them. Comes an I question now. What I is where you would find the islands of Bali, Java, Jeff?
Indonesia.
And Sumatra. Indonesia's right. They won the game. Hey, they did it again. Another $500. $33,500 in game one. Yolanda, you still have a chance to tie it up, and we're going to give Yolanda that chance in just a moment. But right now, we're going to pause for this invisible commercial. So let's see. The Dennis brothers have won the first game. Yolanda Gomez-Barbero is going to try to win this game and tie it all up. We're going to begin this one with a letter D up in the upper left-hand corner there. Here it comes. Interrupt the moment you think you know. What D are rock and roll brothers, or, yeah, Jeff?
Doobie.
Or a Frank Sinatra nonsense word? Doobie's right. Well, Jeff, what do you say?
We'll go to the H.
The letter H. What H did Gerald Ford once say was prematurely orange on Ronald Reagan? Alan?
Hair.
Hair is the right answer. Hey, I didn't know Ford made jokes. There. Where are you going, Alan?
A, please.
Okay, letter A. Come on, Yolanda, you want to interrupt here. What A was used inside thermometers before... Yes, Alan?
Alcohol.
Mercury. Alcohol is the answer. You got another one. You guys are very good on all branches of learning. Where are you going?
P, please.
Letter E. P. Letter P. Question. What P is the Olympic 5... Jeff?
Pentathlon.
Event competition. Pentathlon is right. Drawing a quick line there. Where are you going, he asked.
To the G.
To the G, one of two choices. Last chance, Yolanda to block. Question, what G has a tongue that measures over one... Alan?
Giraffe.
1.5 feet long. Answer, giraffe. You've won the game.
How did you know that? I didn't know that. At the zoo, right?
Funny picture when you think of it, isn't it? You guys do a very good job. And Yolanda, you need not feel badly. Well, naturally, you feel badly about losing. None of us like to lose. But this is really one good team.
Yeah,
and they're on a roll now. They're hot. So thank you, Yolanda. And we have some very nice consolation prizes for you.
Okay,
Come back and
thank
see
you.
us again.
Thank
okay,
you, Bill.
thank you very kindly. Now then, gentlemen. Jeff and Alan, let's see what happened. Now, you've each had a miss-up here, a non-capture. I'll tell you what, we'll give you two a chance to talk it over and decide who's going up to Gold Run. Right now, we'll pause and be back after this word of interest for you. Okay, the decision's been made. Jeff Dennis is going to do it. He's going up and try for the money on the Gold Run, $5,000. You have 33 and 134. You know how it works.
That's
you
right.
make the path from the left side, connecting the gold to the gold, and when you successfully do that, you pick yourself up 5,000 additional bucks. That's all you have to do. If you miss, pass block goes up. Okay? Put the 60-second clock up, please. It is up there. We will begin when you tell us where you want to start. Good luck.
BITSA.
Gene Autry's theme song.
Pass. RP.
They make high-octane baby pig chow.
Pass. TFTM.
Hope's theme song.
Hope. Pass. AH.
A National Lampoon comedy.
Animal House.
There you go.
PTMD.
Peter, Paul, and Mary hit.
FD. Pass.
Mysterious ghost ship.
Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
HF.
Actor, father of Peter and
Henry
Jane.
Fonda.
Right.
PH.
Alice Faye's husband.
Pass. TT.
He tiptoed through the
Tiny
tulip.
Tim.
That's right.
CK.
He rode with Poncho.
Cisco Kid.
That's
RL.
right. Oldest son of Abraham and Mary Todd.
Robert Lincoln.
That's right.
WO.
W-O. Brought Jackie Robinson. Time. Oh. Got blocked out at the very beginning there. Let me quickly read the ones you missed. From left to right. TFTW, or TM, Hope's theme song, thanks for the memories. Gene Autry's theme song, Back in the Saddle Again. They Make High Octane Baby Pig Chow. Ralston Purina. Peter, Paul, and Mary hit Puff the Magic Dragon. And finally, Alice Faye's husband, Phil Harris. And that's it. So that's about all we have time for. You fellas do take with you $33,600. We'll be back here again next time to pick it right up when Alan and Jeff can see if they can't run that up to some more money. Meantime, thank you ever so much. We'll be looking for you. Goodbye from Blockbusters. We'll see you.
Some of our contestants will receive Pledge gives your furniture a clean, clear, more beautiful shine. Try Pledge brings out the beauty every time he does. And Lipton Noodles and Sauce, the delicious side dish that helps simple dishes become hot and satisfying meals and takes just 7 minutes to prepare. And no more vacuuming from now on. It's electric brooming with a deluxe 3-speed Regina electric broom. Makes cleaning a breeze. It's a great gift. Treat yourself. And Stress Tab 600 with iron. High-potency vitamin formula concentrating on vitamins the body doesn't sort. Stress Tab 600 with iron. And Brax old-fashioned candy store taste. Pure real chocolate, fresh, good-tasting ingredients. Brax, the candy store candy. And a representative of our studio audience will receive MGA Mitsubishi's 19-inch color television with a picture that challenges film and brightness, clarity, and contrast. Finally tuned no matter which electronic touch tuning button you select. Instant on sound, strikingly beautiful, furnished by Mitsubishi. This is Bob Hilton speaking for Blockbusters, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Champion Richard Matty has won cash and prizes totaling $2,889. This week, players will win a brass bed, this piano, diamond earrings, and a trip to the Bahamas, and continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including a luxury automobile and $50,000 in cash. In total, over $100,000 on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of the show, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you very much. Good to have you here. We are delighted to have you with us. Got a new champion on the last show. Let's get to business and welcome him back. This is Richard Matty. Hi, Richard.
Hello there.
Good to see you again. Topped it off with a very luxurious brass bed. Win today. You'll play the winner's big money game for $6,000. We didn't talk about what you do for a living.
Well, I sell for a major forest products company. I sell an unusual product. I sell disposable clothing to the nuclear industry. Oh. So if the lights go down and I glow in the dark a little bit, you'll know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Good to have you back, Richard.
Nice to be back.
Good luck again today.
Thank you.
Here to introduce the challengers, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there, Summer. That's right. That's something to see, wasn't it?
This contestant gave an unforgettable presentation originally from Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome, Nicole Raitt.
Hello, Nicole.
And he picks his reading material very carefully. From Sunnyvale, California, put your hands together for Jason Wong.
Hi there, Jason. See you later with some bargains. Thanks, Summer. Jason, you picked your reading material very carefully.
That's right, Jim. I'm a real fanatic about reading instructions. So whenever my family gets a new product, they give me the instructions to read.
Oh, are you one of those people that do not rip off the tags on mattresses? Is that you read them, huh?
I read them and I don't touch them.
Okay, nice to have you here. Nicole, you gave an unforgettable presentation.
I did, Jim. Recently, while making a presentation to a large group of people, I was called upon to say the words tax rolls. And in my nervousness, I said sex rolls.
Got their attention, I bet.
Oh, it did.
Yes. Good to have you here as well, Nicole. Good luck to all three of you. And the players are playing for a crack at the winner's big money game, and of course a beautiful prize for winning the day. And today's beautiful winning prize is a crystal, lovely crystal worth well over $2,000. That goes to the winner, and a chance at the winner's big money game. $20 start all three of you off. Let's get into the match with this question. Danny Glover will soon team up with this Aussie actor again for a sequel to their hit movie Lethal. Richard?
Paul Hogan.
No. No, other Aussie actor. Lethal Weapon they did together? Mel Gibson. Couldn't come up with it, you lose 5. What ancient board game is played with marbles on a 6-pointed star? Nicole?
Mahjong.
No. No, marbles on a 6-pointed star? Chinese checkers. Nicole loses 5. Jason, you've got the lead. How many days does February have in a leap year? Jason?
29.
You do indeed have the lead. Got a $10 lead with $5 on the plus side. According to the old saying, what shouldn't you do to the hand that feeds you? Richard?
Bite.
Don't bite it. You're right, Richard. Back to the $20 mark. Since 1948, what food company has sponsored an annual bake-off? Richard?
Betty Crocker.
No. Well, the company is Pillsbury. And again, Richard loses 5 down to 15. There's the signal for an instant bargain. Player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. Jason, you've got the lead. Well, talking about things glowing, let's take a look at this.
Jason, get into the space age with a pair of futuristic telephones. Features a standard design, but molded of clear plexi for a contemporary look. The green and blue neon light up when the phone rings from the price of his toys. It's normally priced at $500, but today on Sale of the Century, it's for only $6.
Well, isn't that what? A little astronauts having a little trouble there. Isn't that interesting, Jason? What do you think?
Those look great, Jim.
They really do. Very modern, very different. $500 worth of phones. Buy them for $6. You would still have a $4 lead over Nicole and Richard. Buy them for $6, and I'll throw in $200 in cash to go with it. Help with the bill. That's $700 bargain going in. Gotta buy. Yeah, those phones do look intriguing. So $500 worth of very futuristic phones, $200 in cash, $700 bargain for $6. We'll knock it off. You're still in the lead. After 30 years in show business, this trio finally starred in their first animated movie. There's Simon, Alvin, and Theodore. Richard?
The Chipmunks.
The Chipmunks in film, yes indeed. And Richard, by $1, goes into the lead. In what country are you if you bid your sweetheart sayonara over sake? Jason?
Japan.
Japan is right. Jason has another 5, bounces back into the lead. One of the most popular books for people on the go is a type of map book published by Rand McNally. Richard?
The Atlas.
And they're bouncing back and forth. Richard is right again. Yes. Time for the fame game now. Always interesting with a lot of interesting information about a famous person. Identify that person, players. You get control of the board. I am a singer and songwriter born in Michigan in 1927. In the early 50s, I formed a group that pioneered rock and roll. 2 of my biggest hits were Shake, Rattle, and Roll, See You Later, Alligator. My biggest hit sold 100 million singles and was the original theme for the TV show Happy Days, Rock Around the Clock. I led the Comets. I am Richard.
Buddy Holly.
No. We'll clear it. You're out of the rest of the question. I have a little more information for Jason and Nicole. I led the Comets. I am Nicole.
Bill Haley?
Yeah, I had enough information to say I am Bill. That gave you another shot at it, Nicole. $10 money card is where, son?
And number 2.
All right, we locked the flashing lights into your buzzer now. Can you take advantage of it with a money card? Good luck.
$10 money card now.
No, lands on number 5, and she gets...
It's a diamond and gold bracelet. Michael C. Pina's beautifully designed, delicate 14-karat gold bangle bracelet, crowned with 15 diamonds. Furnished by the Michael C. Pina Company.
Very nice. That's beautiful. $500 worth, Nicole. That'll look good on you.
Thank you.
And a good match. 3 nice people. Back to it right after this. And we are back with the champion having a $1 lead. Richard at 25, Jason at 24. Nicole got the beautiful bracelet. She's at 15. A popular French dessert consisting of hot orange-flavored sauce dripped over rolled thin... Nicole?
Crepe Suzette.
Thin pancakes is indeed crepe Suzette's. Nicole, back to the $20 mark, yes. Love means everything in this match between ski champ Andy Mill and the tennis champ who recently became his bride. Richard?
Chris Everett.
That's right, Chris Everett it is. Richard, 230. What four-letter word is used for the smallest animal in a litter? Jason?
The runt.
That's right. It is the runt of the litter from Jason to 29. Yes. Got a little giggle over there with the players waiting to get on. According to the initials, in what office department do you work if your door reads PR? Jason?
Public relations.
That's what it is, and Jason goes back into the lead. Jason, $4 lead over Richard. You picked up a nice prize before. I think we might even do a little better for you this time. Look at this.
Jason, you'll want to check out the scenery on this trip to Monterey. We'll fly you and a guest from Los Angeles to Monterey for your stay at the Monterey Plaza, the grand hotel on the bay, located on famous Cannery Row. Your 7-day, 6-night stay includes deluxe accommodations and 2 tickets to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It's normally priced at $1,880, but today on sale of the Century Features for only $11.
Oh, big trip to Monterey. Jason. What's that?
I'd love to go.
I would think so. That's a big trip. $1,880 trip to Monterey. That's a week in Monterey for you and a friend. And today only, that trip doesn't sell for $11. It sells for the $4 lead you've got over Richard. That's it. You got it. Enjoy the trip to Oh, sale surprise as well. Well done. So, an $1,880 trip for just $4, thank you. And as a surprise, an additional $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $700 in cash.
That's
big prize. $2,580 for 4. Jason, you picked a good time to hit that buzzer. Well done. We'll knock the 4 off. You and Richard in a tie. Nicole, just 2 questions behind. What large member of the cat family found in Africa and Asia can be recognized by its black spots and ring? Nicole?
A leopard.
That's right. The leopard is found in both Africa and Asia. And Nicole makes it a lot closer. Juan Cabrillo's 16th century explorations helped the Spanish in the settling of this western state. Name it. Huh? You may have come in on Cabrillo Boulevard along the way here and all. California. That's the western state. We look California. Couldn't find it there, huh? This mineral, sometimes called soapstone, is so soft that its powdered form is often used in babies' diapers. Jason?
Talc?
Talcum, either one acceptable? You're right. You're back into the lead. What comedian claims that he gets no respect? Richard?
Rodney Dangerfield.
That's who it is, and we've got a tie, yes. Well, proving that he gets no respect wherever he goes, Rodney Dangerfield says he was in a bar the other day and they told him he had to get out because they wanted to start happy hour. We will be right back. Thank you, Don. Back for the match with the gentleman at 35 and the lady at 25. Very close. $15 money card up on the board. Back to the fame game, this time a famous place. I am a European city. I beg your pardon. I am an American city. I am an American city where people make lots of money every day. I was founded in 1858, shortly after... Richard?
Las Vegas.
Incorrect. After the rest of the question took a chance, we'll clear it. You stay at 35. Continue for Jason and Nicole. After gold was discovered at my Cherry Creek. Within my city limits are about 100 parks. I am the gateway to nearby mountain recreation spots. The Broncos of the NFL, the Nuggets of the NBA make their homes in me. Nicole?
Denver.
Denver is right. Yeah, they make money there at the Mint. That's what that meant. You got control, Nicole. $15 money card. Where is it?
Standing number 9.
Well, it's your second crack at it, Nicole. Maybe you're a little used to that board now. Let's see how you do. Good luck.
Come on, $15 money card.
No, this time number 3, and she gets...
It's his and her watches. Jules Jurgensen's His and Her Classic Series Diamond Dial watches, elegantly styled. His with 20 genuine diamonds, hers with 10. The Classic Series, furnished by Jules Jurgensen.
Well, I think your wrists are well taken care of between the bracelet now and the His and Her watches. And again, that's yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game, and it is still close. Richard, you're back in. In honor of Zeus, the ancient Greeks originated a series of athletic games. Nicole?
The Olympics.
That's what it is, and now one question separates the players. The constitution under which the 13 original colonies established their government was called the Articles of... Jason?
Confederation.
Yes, indeed, and Jason back into the lead by 5. According to the movie title, Chevy Chase plays a New York sports writer who moves from the big city to go and live on a funny, Nicole?
Farm.
Funny farm is right. Nicole ties Richard for second place. But Jason, you've got the lead with the instant cash. 2 of these boxes have $100 bills, and one of them today is worth $3,000. Plus the amount of your lead if you want to go for it. You have a $5 lead, Jason. That's what it would cost you. $5 for a shot at $3,000. Going once, going twice. Gonna go for it. We'll knock the 5 off. That gives us a 3-way tie. And now, Jason, which box are you buying?
Let's try lucky number 3.
Number 3. Well, I hope it is lucky. If it is, it's $3,000. Good luck, Jason.
Good luck, Jason.
Thanks. $3,000.
He hit it! The man hit $3,000 in cash. Already got some other cash and the trip. Not a bad day. Congratulations. Jason has another $3,000, a 3-way tie. Back to the match right after this commercial timeout. Way to go. Good job.
One of our Sale of the Century contestants could win an Eagle Premier ES. Features a 3.0-liter fuel-injected V6 engine, automatic transmission, air conditioning, and AM/FM stereo cassette with equalizer. Furnished by Berge Jeep Eagle. This prize is worth $19,278. And now, back to Sale of the Century.
And as we get back to the match with a 3-way tie, again, we congratulate Jason Wong, $3,000 in cash. Good job on that one. And now back to business. By what more common name do we know the religious organization called the Society of Friends? Richard?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
No. Quakers, the Society of Friends. Champion took a chance, cost him 5. This mountainous island in the South China Sea was once called Formosa. Is the seat... Jason?
Taiwan.
Of the Chinese nationalist government. Taiwan it is. Jason back in a belief. A Missouri journal recently ran a piece called Love, a never-before-seen story by this author of The Sound and the Fury. He's William... Jason?
Faulkner.
Faulkner, that's right. They found a Faulkner piece no one knew was around. You got another 5. Final fame game. All 3 money cards up there. All 3 players in, and we look for a famous person. Although I never learned to read or write, I became a hero in the subject of plays and novels. I was born in Western Europe in 1412, the daughter of a simple peasant family. Became known for my gentleness and charity. At age 17, I convinced the king I could liberate France. Richard?
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc it is. Yes, indeed. You've got control, Richard. And you're in 3rd place right now. $25 money card. Where is that?
Number 6.
So, this is a big control of the board, Richard. Good luck.
Come on, $25 money card now.
He hits a $10 money card. And that gets him right back into the thick of things as we add that to Richard's score. Now with a very close game, we finish it up with the speed round. May I have 60 seconds on the clock? Looking at the score, Jason's still in the lead at 45. Richard just a question behind at 40. Nicole just 2 questions behind at 35. I got a lot of questions as we start the speed round now. In children's literature, what kind of creatures were Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail? Jason?
Rabbits.
Right. William Hurt won an Oscar for his role in the movie Kiss of the... Jason?
Spider-Woman.
Right. What does a bird lose when it goes through a process called molting? Richard?
Its feathers.
Right. By what name do we know the Italian salad that consists of cold meats and vegetables? Nicole?
Niçoise.
Wrong. What do we call the one-wheel vehicle that a clown often rides? Jason?
Unicycle.
Right. Dorothy Parker once claimed that everything she liked was either illegal, immoral, or... Nicole?
Fattening.
Right. What New England state's name means Green Mountain in French? Richard?
New Hampshire.
Wrong. What special name do the Russians use for their space travelers? Nicole?
Cosmonaut.
Yes. In what Dickens novel would you find such characters as Fagin and the Artful Dodger? Nicole? Nicole? Time. According to its initials, what condition is the main concern of the organization called AA? Richard?
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Right, yes. What Midwestern state is nicknamed America's Dairyland? Time is up. Jason is the new champion. Congratulations. Back to Jason, who's already done very well in a moment. First of all, to wrap up, time ran out. America's Dairyland is the state of Wisconsin. And Richard jumped in, but Nicole, you had the right to answer. You could have gone to school on what he said. Fagin and the Artful Dodger. Oliver Twist is the Dickens novel. Green Mountain, that is the state of Vermont. And cold meats and vegetables, the Italian salad, antipasto. I have to say goodbye to our champion, but Richard, you got that beautiful brass bed, the trash compactor with the cash in front of you. You're over $2,900. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Nicole, you did very well. That lovely bracelet, the his and her watches with the cash in front of you. You are over the $1,000 mark. Thank you for joining us as well.
Thank you.
Well, as I say, Jason Wong has already cleaned up a lot. He's going to add even more. Jason, we congratulate you. And Jason, you've got this beautiful crystal coming.
Dress up your table with Orifor's award-winning Intermezzo series of stemware and barware. Sleek design with cobalt blue teardrop elegantly suspended in each piece. Furnished by Orifor's. This prize is worth $2,116.
Well, congratulations. Added to your total. Now let's see if he can add $5,000. Jason joins me for the first time to play the winner's big money game. Come on, Jason. You have really cleaned up so far. Way to go. Come on up. First time up here, Jason, so you're going to be playing that winner's big money game for a not too shabby $5,000.
That's great, Kim.
So, Jason, 3 envelopes for you, red, yellow, and blue. Which one is it going to be?
Let's try the blue one.
All right. You want to solve 4 puzzles in 20 seconds. Do that. The $5,000 is yours. Clock starts when the first word of each puzzle is revealed. It stops when you hit that plunger to give me an answer. So if you're ready, we're all with you. And we call your attention right up there with 20 seconds on the clock. Good luck, Jason. And the first puzzle starts now. Archer. Shot. Apple. Yes?
William Tell.
Off Son's head. Good anticipation. William Tell it is. That gets you ahead with a good anticipated William Tell. First correct answer, you need 3 more before the clock hits 00. Let's look at the next puzzle. Now, horned animal includes Billy, yes,
Goat,
Nanny, and Kid. Goat it is. And you are still a little bit ahead at the halfway mark. You've got 12 seconds on the clock. Stay on that pace, and you've got it. Good luck with the next puzzle. Now, astronaut. Later became senator, yes?
John Glenn.
From Ohio is indeed John Glenn. That's 3 correct answers, 7 seconds on the clock. You're in good shape, I think, if you know the answer. So for $5,000, let's take a look at the next puzzle now. Nickname, William Cody. Earned out... Buffalo Bill. William Cody was Buffalo Bill. Oh, Jason, I thought you had it, and suddenly you just couldn't.
I just blanked out on that
Couldn't think of Buffalo Bill. Well, you can't feel too bad because you've already had a great day, but I thought you had another $5,000 to go with it there, Jason. You do have a great total. Win again, you'll play for $6,000. We'll add up that fine total for Jason. Boy, how things can change. We'll be back right after this commercial time out. I thought you had that cold. Buffalo Bill Cody.
I just blacked out on it.
I'm sorry about that. I really am. I just thought you were $5,000 richer. However, you got that other, you got the cash, you got the trip. Back with our champion, Jason Wong, and I was saying to Jason, I guess the Old West is not one of your strong points there.
No, it certainly isn't.
Hit one that was a bother, but it has been a good day. You got that trip to where?
Monterey?
Monterey, that's right. That's a week up there. Hit the $3,000 with the instant cash. I think you got a sale surprise of some cash, so your cash total is $3,900. And with the beautiful crystal on top of it, not a bad day. $8,396. We'll see you next time on Sale of the Century. Bye for now. And introduce you to everybody. Summer, Jason.
Sale of the Century stars Jim Perry. This is Don Morrow speaking. Sale of the Century is a Reg Grundy production.
Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you all. You're very nice. Nice to see you today. Thank you for tuning us in at home. Welcome to Tattletales. Today, we have 3 wonderful celebrity couples, as always. A couple of people we haven't seen for a long time, and a couple that have never been with us, rookies. And they always do kind of... What are you waving? Oh, you're waving at an old friend back here? Let's meet those old friends, shall we? On my left, winning money for the blue section.
Hi, honey.
Mr. Charlie Brill and his wife, Mitzi McCall. How are you, gang? Nice to see you.
Oh, it's good, Bert.
Yes?
I've just loved you on The Tonight Show. You're just doing so good.
Aren't you sweet?
No, I'm not. I'm truthful.
I'm going to give you a big kiss.
Wait a minute.
Wow, what a shocker. Thank you. Charlie, you're really colorful today.
I am colorful and I'm nervous.
Are you?
I just read a book and I think I'm Milton Berle's son. I don't know what to...
All right, folks. Moving right along, as I said, we have some rookies with us today, not to get the shows confused. Oh, what I almost said. Winning money today for the banana section, the star of Adam 12 and his lovely wife, Mr. Martin Milner and his wife, Judy. I got myself so confused.
How are you, Bert?
How are you, Marty?
Fine, thank
Good to see you. Judy, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm all right.
Good.
You're rookies on the show today. I got myself so shook up I couldn't think for a minute there.
Aw.
You ready to go?
Sure.
This is going to be fun. You're going to have a good time, I think.
I hope so. I feel we're just here going to make fools of ourselves.
No, you're going to have a good time. And the banana section's going to win a lot of money.
Yeah, a couple
Today,
of
winning money for the red section. Old friends of ours, Mr. Gary Collins and his wife, Marianne Mobley.
Thank you, Bert.
Hello, Marianne.
Hello, Bert.
Nice to have you with us today.
Oh, it's good to see you.
We have three lovely ladies today. And Gary.
Thank you.
How are you, sir?
I'm just fine. It's good to be back home again.
Yeah, nice to have you back with us after your sojourn in Africa.
Yeah, 8 months.
Must have
down
been
there.
fascinating.
It was. It's an experience I don't think you could pay for. It was just my luck to be able to get the show. I'm sorry it's gone, but it's awfully good to be home.
Well, we enjoyed it, and it's nice to have you back. And if you're ready to go, gang, I am ready. Here's the
Okay.
voice question worth $150.
I'm
Ladies,
ready.
it's addressed to you. Men. No, ladies.
Thank
Men.
you.
Men are always being advised to sow their wild oats while they're single. How about you, ladies? Do you ever wish you had sown more wild oats when you were single? Men are always being advised to sow their wild oats while they're single. How about you, ladies? Do you ever wish you had sown more wild oats when you were single? Think about that, girls. We'll come back for your answer in just a moment. And we'll start with you. What was that?
Finish the show.
Charlie, how do you think Mitzi feels about that?
I think that this show has taken a weak marriage and made it shaky.
Is that
That's what
right?
I think. Mitzi sowed or sown, what is it? Mitzi hath sown, enough wild oats to keep Santa Anita happy for 100
Is that-
years. You know, she's short and small, but she's a maniac.
Is that right?
Rub honey on my belly, all that kind of stuff. You don't know, please.
I see.
But, that just got me hot thinking about that.
Never mind.
No, I'm sorry.
I tell you, blue section, a lot of luck to you
Hi,
today.
Does Mitzi wish that she had sown more wild oats?
Yes.
I could break her neck if I think of that. I get crazy if I think wild oats. No, she's happy with what she did, which was everything.
I see. So the answer is no. She doesn't wish that she had sown more wild oats.
That's so true.
I got it. Let's bring on Mitzi. Mitzi, do you wish that you had sown more wild oats when you were single?
I wish it more than anything else in the whole world.
You sowed already! You sowed already!
I did not!
You sowed for everybody in my book! You sowed!
Charlie, I barely sowed
She's
a
sweet.
wild...
Look at that face. That's why I married her.
Listen,
It's the only time I can get away with this. Let me have fun here.
Bert,
Yes, dear.
I barely sowed a wild hickory nut.
Is that right? Now let's leave Yul Gibbons out of this, gang.
All right.
I'm sorry, that's not what Mr. Brill said. We thank you
I'm
very much,
sorry.
Mitzi. Marty, what's Judy going to say?
I think that she was ready to get married by the time we got married. I think she'll say no, she doesn't wish she had sown more wild oats.
Okay, you think so, huh? What was that? Some lady in front was said, "Oh, really?" You don't agree with his answer? Yeah, they're debating. You know, you don't know Judy. He knows Judy. You're going to say no. She will not wish she had sown
Yes,
more wild
I'm going to
oats.
say no.
Wait a minute. Don't go too fast, Marty.
Before you do anything, read him his rights.
No, she will not have wished she had sown. Well, I got it. Let's bring on Judy. Judy, do you ever wish you had sown more wild oats when you were single?
No.
That's what the man said, and you are right. You're absolutely right, Judy. There were a few people in the banana section who did not agree. And I said, how do they know? They don't know you like Marty does. Had a good time, did you, when you were single, Judy?
Yes, I did.
Moving right along. You have a share of the pot. Well done. Gary, what's Marianne going to say?
That's kind of hard to follow, Mr. Miller. Marianne and I got married, I think, rather late. We were both...
old.
Yeah, we were old when we got married.
Boy, if you ever saw an actor almost stumble into a trap there.
Anyway, I think both of us had a wonderful opportunity to get to know a lot of people, and finally, when we met, there was no question about it. And I do believe Marianne would say no.
No, she doesn't wish that she had. Okay,
Right.
that was very well said as well. Gee, that was nice. Let's bring on Marianne and see what she says. Marianne, do you ever wish that you had sown more wild oats when you were single?
As it was, I was the oldest living ex-Miss America unmarried.
I see.
No.
That's what Marianne said. You're right. Which means Marianne and Gary, Judy and Martin split the opening pot. Charlie and Mitzi will get to know each other better as the day progresses, and we'll come back and find out who wins it all on Tattletales after these messages. Hello. We're back. Question number 2, ready to go. Ladies, if you are ready, we have almost a tie game here. We have 2/3 of a tie, Charlie and Mitzi.
Am I involved in that tie?
No, you're not involved in that tie, but you're very close to it.
Thank you.
Here we go, ladies. Do you spend more time improving your looks or your mind?
Oh!
Don't say anything.
I smell victory! I'm sorry.
Do you spend more time improving your looks or your mind? Think about it, ladies. We'll come back to your answer in a minute. You smell victory, huh? There's a guy in the front row saying, yeah, he just plain smells, I'll tell you. Okay, Marty, what's Judy going to say?
I think she spends more time improving her mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not really sold on that.
No, but I think you're playing it safe. Is what I think you're doing. You're going to say she spends more time improving on her mind. What does she do? She reads a lot?
She spends a lot more time shopping than either one of those.
Do you spend a lot more time improving your shopping? No, it doesn't say that.
More on her mind.
More on her mind?
Yes.
Well, shopping sharpens the mind, I'm told. At least that's what my wife tells me. She gets so sharp sometimes. Okay, you'll say the mind. Let's bring on Judy, see what she says. Judy, do you spend more time improving your looks or your mind?
I think it'll be my mind.
That's what Marty said. I want to tell you. It's the rookies always do it. That's what Marty said. How do you improve your mind? What's some of the things you do?
Well, I read a lot more than I did before, and
Marty said
learning more about avocados.
Learning more about avocados?
I'm learning more about agriculture than I'd ever known before.
Why? Are you growing things?
Yes, we grow avocados.
You do, huh? They take years to ripen, don't they?
No, they don't.
I was told you have to have an avocado tree for... Well, I don't know how we got on this gang.
They just take... No,
What is this, Know Your Farmer? Here, let's get on with this. Come on.
I'm sorry.
I gotta catch up.
You have a share of the pot. We'll get back to the avocados later. I'm sorry, Judy. Gary?
On your tummy, right, Charlie?
Yeah, something, I know.
Gary, what's Marianne going to say?
Well, I can smell mutiny in the red section. We were in Africa 8 months, and there was no television. There wasn't even any radio. And I think we spent more time down there reading and everything. And I don't think that Marianne's got any problems in the mind area. I think she tries to keep herself, because she is in the public eye a great deal. She does spend a good deal of time on her looks.
Right.
So she would say yes.
Well, it shows.
On her
She's
looks.
awfully pretty, too. I can tell you that.
Now, wait a minute.
They're booing that husband.
What? You ought to see her before she ggets ready.
Took her hours today. All right, you're going to say on her looks. Let's bring Marianne on. Hello there.
Hello there.
Marianne.
Yes.
Do you spend more time improving your looks or your mind?
Well, they're both disastrous. But I took the course of least resistance because the mind is just total washout. I think probably, and I'm ashamed to say this, I spend more time trying to diet and exercise, so I would say the body.
On your looks. Right. You're right, too. That's what Gary said. Shouldn't be ashamed to say it. The results are wonderful.
I want you to know
Gee, thanks.
I want you to know she looks exactly the same when she starts.
You
as when it
see?
comes out.
Very well done. Gary just bailed himself out nicely. You both have a share of the pot. Charlie, what's Mitzi going to say?
Mitzi. In Mitzi's case, the mind and the body are the same. They're infantile. Underdeveloped in both areas.
I see.
Right now, she's probably, she's there with the earphone. She can't hear. She's listening to the music. But she's got the Coleman brush out going. It's the face. She's the looks. She wants to improve. She got here this morning, 2:30 in the morning.
To start.
The face, the looks, the body. The mind is a total
A
washout.
lot of beauty aids and
Beauty
things?
aids.
She wears things to bed and
Helena
things like
Rubinstein lives at my house.
I see. Let's bring Mitzi on and see what she says. Mitzi, do you spend more time improving your looks or your mind?
Well, see, here's the thing. Between my facials and massages and exercise class and the hairdresser, I don't have much time for reading.
Yes. So...
I'm sure you can't tell, but I spend more time on my looks.
Yes, you do, my dear, and you're absolutely right. And you were all right, gang. Across the board, we'll change places at halftime. So we do that. Fellas, step to the rear. We'll bring the ladies out here while we're changing places. We'll break away, come back with the second half of Tattletales after this message. Here we go. We've changed places. I have the ladies with me. The fellas are in the back listening to music. But first, they're going to listen to this question, which is worth $150. If you're ready, here it is. Men, what is the tip-off for you that your wife is feeling romantic? Don't say anything, fellas. What is the tip-off for you that your wife is feeling romantic? Huh? Think about it, fellas. We'll come back for your answers in just a second. Marianne, we're going to start with you.
I knew you would.
What is the tip-off for Gary that you're feeling romantic?
Well, it's very subtle.
Yes.
I mean, I just don't run up and grab him. They tell us we're not supposed to do it that way, right?
Always
so
wondered
I
who
go
they
up
were.
and grab him. No, it always starts with, how are you?
It starts with, how are you? Boy, could I get in a lot of trouble with that. I've been saying that all day out here.
How is your day? And a little kissing around the cheek.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And around the ear.
Yes.
If he doesn't get it by then, Bert.
He's an idiot. That's
But you know. Yeah. I don't know what he's going to say.
Well, that's what we want now. What do you think he'll say?
I think he's going to say something like that.
Like a little...
I don't know. It's very difficult when you've been married almost 8 years. It's, you just sort of know.
You just sort of know.
Yeah.
Well, but now
no,
he's
I
gotta...
would say that you would say I'd go around and sort of sweet talk and then kiss him on the cheek and kiss him on the ear.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Let's bring Gary on now and see what he has to say. Gary, what is the tip-off for you that Marianne is feeling romantic? Yes?
It's got to be something she says.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's my tip-off.
I see. That's really... That's really not what Marianne said. Marianne, tell Gary what...
What'd you say?
Well, you know, I sort of say, how are you, and
There.
how was your day, and then
No, but she
I
said it
sorta
was... She
kiss
said
you
she
on the
kissed you on the cheek and around the
on
ears
the
and all
ear
that.
Oh, a grope, you mean?
Yes, well, I was going to say that, but...
I just poor follow-through on my part.
No. Sorry about that, Gary. Mitzi, what's Charlie going to say?
Well, I am extremely subtle. You know that.
Yeah, of course.
Charlie walks in the door, and I look at him and I say, "You want to fool around?"
Does Charlie ever get the message?
Yeah, his next line usually is something like, "With you?" Mine, Charlie Brill will say mine is a definite, direct, right on the line approach. I
Yes.
think so. Blue
Well-
section, what do you think? Yes.
Now, The only thing is, though, maybe we should get just a hair more specific. Do you just come right out and say it?
Yeah, just come right out and say it like Charlie will answer. Mitzi doesn't mince words. She just comes out and says it.
Right.
And I know he'll say that.
All right, let's bring him on and see if you're right.
If he wants to fool.
Yes. He knows what's good for him to say that. Let's bring him on. Charlie, what is the tip-off for you that Mitzi is feeling romantic?
I'm going to tell the truth now.
Well, okay. I hope you do.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a feeling that I know when Mitzi gets romantic. She rips my clothes off and carries me into the bedroom.
I think that's about as direct as you can get, yes. She said there was no pussyfooting around, boy. It's right there. Right?
She's like a dive bomber.
You're not exactly a shrinking violet, my dear.
I hope not.
You ever share the pot, Charlie? Thank you. Judy, what's Marty going to say?
I think Martin will say, when all of a sudden I get all the children out of the house, and it's all quiet, then he realizes what's going on.
Something's up, huh?
Yeah, I think getting all the children taken care of out of the house and away.
Okay, clearing out
the
house
kids,
will be it. Let's bring on Marty.
Yeah.
Marty,
Yes.
what is the tip-off for you that Judy is feeling romantic?
I guess the wisest course is to tell the truth. We've been married almost 18 years. We have 4 children. And a lot of the subtleties are gone.
Yeah.
I think the tip-off is when she looks at me and says, I'm going in to take my shower. Do you think you can stay awake?
It's true but wrong for what she said, Marty. Judy, tell Marty what you told us.
I said when we finally got all the I could get all the children out of the house.
Oh,
and
yes,
it's all very
anytime.
quiet.
Anytime we can get all 4 kids out of the house.
I'm sorry, but thank you for the wonderful answer. Mitzi and Charlie, you've come back in the ball game here. You got the whole pot. You've taken the lead. We'll come back in a minute to find out who's going to win it on Tattletales. Please come back now. Charlie and Mitzi have forged into the lead at this point. We are back now with our double question. This one is worth $300, so obviously anybody can still win the game. Fellas, here it is. If you were in financial trouble, which of you would be more likely to admit it to your friends, you or your wife? If you were in financial trouble, which of you would be more likely to admit it to your friends, you or your wife? Think about that, fellas. That's not an easy question. And come back and tell us about it. See you in a minute. Judy, we'll start with you. Between you and Marty, who do you think would say something to your friends first?
I think Martin would, because he's very honest about his head and where he is and what's going on. I think Martin would be the one.
You think
to
Marty
do it.
would be the first one? Let's bring him on and find out. Marty, between you and Judy, who would be the first one to admit that you had financial trouble, do you think?
Judy's probably more open than I. I would guess she would.
That's very sweet of you, but not what Judy said, however. She said you probably would, and that's what makes this question tough, you see. Yeah. Marianne, how about Gary? What's he going to say?
Well, not to brag on my husband in public, but he's probably the most honest and most unpretentious along with Marty. And I think he would not hesitate to say, listen, I've got a problem.
Okay.
I think my husband would.
You'll say it'll be Gary. Let's bring Gary on and find out. Gary, between you and Marianne,
yes.
Who do you think, or which of you would be more likely to admit that you had financial trouble to your friends?
I think I would, because
that's what Marianne said.
I mean, that's...
You're absolutely right, Gary.
I'd be the one that come to it.
All right, Mitzi, what's Charlie going to say?
There's no question about it. I'm the kind of a person that would meet the blue section and say, hi, gang, oh, I'm so broke. It would be me.
You're the one.
Yeah, Charlie has a little more pride, I guess.
I see. Let's bring him on and find out. Charlie, don't feel the pressure. This is for all the marbles right here, gang. Who would be more likely to admit that you had financial trouble to your friends, you or Mitzi?
Mitzi.
That's what she said, and you're absolutely right, sir. Which means Marianne and Gary, Mitzi and Charlie split that pot in half. And that signal means our time is up, which means Charlie and Mitzi have won it for the blue section today. We'll come back in just a moment to find out how much they've won after this message. Come on back. With Charlie and Mitzi won it today, $350. We had a grand, a total of $1,350 for the blue section. Congratulations to you and to the blue section. Marty, we welcome you and Judy first time on the show. It was terrific to have you both. You have something that we want to watch out for. You want to tell us about it, Marty?
I've just finished a 2-hour movie for television, Irwin Allen's production of The Swiss Family Robinson. I've never had so much fun in my life, and it's a big change for me. It was really fun.
When will it be on?
I'm in March sometime. I'm not sure exactly.
March. We'll be watching for it. I hope you'll be watching for us, too, on Tattletales. Thank you for tuning in. Bert Convy saying so long, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Get ready to match the stars. Soupy Sale, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Madeline Rue, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now, here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rivers.
Hey, Johnny Olson and friends. How nice of you to join us. Now, let's talk to the Dinglings. The first Dingling here comes to us from the Junior Almost Anything Goes Soupy Sales. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
And this is our regular Dingling of Brett Summers there. And Charles, what's his name? Who, you know, we kid him a lot, but he's really a serious, intellectual type who directed a marvelous Broadway and national tour of The Belle of Amherst starring Julie Harris. This lady comes to us from Executive Suite, another big hit CBS show. Well, it will be a hit because I said so. Right. And he comes to us from another hit show called Family Feud.
Thank you.
Right. And where do you come to us from?
From room 422.
Oh, I see. All right.
Holiday Inn.
Now let's say hello to our two players here, Luis Alonso and Brenda Meyer. Now, to be perfectly fair, I must say to you, Betty White doesn't come from 422. She comes from Mary Tyler Moore Show, which is a marvelous production. And
Emmy winner.
That's right.
Every year.
She's won so many Emmys, she's had to melt down a whole bunch of them there. Now, Lewis here is our current champ. He's won one game, right? You have $350. You kind of stubbed your toe on the big money super match there. You did hurt your toe.
No, I sure did.
Not here in the building.
No.
You can't sue us. You know.
No way.
Okay, all right. And how do you feel about winning $350?
Wonderful.
Yes. Now, where in Puerto Rico are you from? You never mentioned the town.
Well, I'm from Ponce.
Yes.
That's in the southern part of the island.
Yes.
But I got offices in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
You have an office in San Juan? Yes. It's very pretty there. I've only been there once, but I love it. And Brenda, you're challenging him, right? And you've had your first round question, and I don't see any numbers in front of you.
I did great.
Well, you'll do better next time. We'll find out how she does in a moment or so, but right now we've got this for you. Here we go. There it is. Now, Luis, this is yours. Your first round question. She's had hers. We've got one for you. Remember, they're a little tough, so listen carefully. Tiny Tom Thumb said, when big people go hunting, they come home with a bearskin rug. Me, I'm so little, all I bring home is a blank skin rug. Don't start laughing, madam, until I finish reading the question. Me, I'm so little, all I bring home is a blank skin rug. Did you understand that, Luis? You know who Tom Thumb was? Yes, he was a small, pequeño. Un hombre pequeño.
Right.
See?
Sí.
See, you learned something on this show. Very educational.
Yeah.
It's easy for you. What are you doing here? Okay, he's ready. You ready?
It's Tom Thumb.
It's Tom Thumb. There he is right there. Did you put your thing in the slot there? Because the light comes
Now
on
turn
when you
it
put your...
no, wrong again.
Leave him alone. Don't holler at him.
He does it wrong all the time.
Ready? Okay. Luis. Tiny Tom Thumb said, when big people go hunting, They come home with a bearskin rug. He says, me, I'm so pequeño. All I bring home is a blank skin rug.
A flea.
A what?
Flea.
Flea skin. A flea skin rug. That's very small.
Pequeño.
Very pequeño is right there. What do you say? He said a flea skin rug.
Flea skin. I got the next best thing.
What would that be?
Oh, here it is. It's a mouse skin.
Mouse skin is good. Mouse skin would be a little more logical, wouldn't it, Luis? Now, not that there's any logic in this program.
I love you saying logic.
Yes. What do you say?
Flea was a terrific little answer, wasn't it?
Yeah, very
it was
good.
Tiny.
Tiny.
No, I said a mouse skin.
Mouse skin. We have 2 of those. And you, sir?
I want to just watch the judges.
Yes.
On this.
All right, I'll watch the judges.
I said mouse. I'm sorry, mouse.
Mouse.
Now, this is not an official card.
It's
because
not.
the blue line border is missing.
Oh.
Yet the judges accepted this as an official card.
Somebody smuggled that card in to the ding-a-ling there.
And also, he wrote on his thing.
Yes, right. He says, me, I'm so little, all I bring home is a blank skin rug. And Louis said, flea skin rug. What do you say?
Well, I went along with everybody else.
You said a mouse skin. That seems to be the answer, Luis. And you have a mouse, I take it?
Similario.
Similario.
I want him to know where he stands.
Means, yes. Betty, do you offer a mouse?
Luis got the jump on us with his answer, but mine, I can't read it. Maybe it says flea skin. I have no idea.
It says
so
mouse skin. I can read it there. It's
Mouse
teeny weeny there. See, if you'd said mouse, where you'd be now? Oh, you'd be back in someone there. Let's go here. What do you say? Boing. There it is. Brenda, you may have A or B.
I might as well try B again.
Might as well try B again?
Whatever.
All right. 0-0 is the score here. Hey, you know what happened at the big CBS party? No. Let me tell you what happened there. Sonny tried to blank Cher in the punch bowl. Sonny tried to blank Cher in the punch bowl.
I got it, honey.
We can say it now that you can tell the truth now that they're no longer around, yes. That's right.
Gotcha.
College graduate. I don't even know how to feel.
What college?
Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia.
Attaboy. Yeah. One more time.
Yeah.
You know what happened at the big CBS party? I'll tell you what happened. Sonny tried to blank Cher in the punch bowl. Okay. She finished. Okay. For the first time in 3 years, Richard was the last one finished.
No sprechen die Deutsch.
All right, Brenda. At the big CBS party, listen now, Sonny tried to blank Cher in the punch bowl.
Push.
Push Cher in the punch bowl. That's not a bad answer. He tried to push her in the punch bowl.
Yes. Well, I guess so, but I said drown.
He tried to drown her in the punch bowl. Put her right in there.
Right in there.
Held her head under.
That's right.
Threw a big hunk of ice on top.
Yes, and she had a smile on her face.
I love you. What do you say?
He's been awful sulky lately, hasn't he?
Yes.
Well, that's what he tried to do. He tried to drown her.
Drowned her. Drowned her. What did you say?
Never drown her.
He never.
Why not?
Because she's too naval.
Oh. Oh. You do have an answer.
He wishes he had a punch.
Shrink.
You did.
Sonny tried to shrink Cher in the punch bowl.
Denny wouldn't have to stand on a ladder for the record covers.
That skinny hat on your head is affecting your brain. It's squeezing the intelligence out of your skull.
No, it's the vest. The vest is tighter than the hat.
Okay. Well, I won't say any cue on that. Okay. Hey, what happened at the big CBS party? Sonny tried to blank Cher in the punch bowl, and Brenda said push.
So did I.
Oh, so did you. That's one for Brenda. What do you think happened? Give us the inside story about what happened.
They both were in there.
Yeah.
He held her under and said, "I've got you, babe." Submerge or drown.
Submerge or drown is a good response. And you?
He tried to punch her in the push bowl. No, that's not right. Drown.
Drown. So there you go. 1 for her. Now, when we come back from this commercial, that means 1 to tie, 2 to win. You ready for that?
Absolutely.
Okay, stand by for a moment. Right after this, see what happened. If you want, hello there. We're ready to go here. Here we go. Luis, 1 to tie, 2 to win. Here it is. Tom is so greasy.
How greasy is he?
They're in pretty good voice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now we could have a little more from the tenors and the sopranos and a little less from the basses. Tom is so greasy when his car needed oil, he got some by squeezing out his blank.
I hate that question. I can't tell you how.
Very good. Good.
Now tell me, honey,
Tom is so greasy when his car needed oil, he got some oil by squeezing out his blank. He's greasy.
Is that I get it.
You don't like the question?
Tell the truth to you.
I'm not too thrilled with it, but there are a couple of good responses here.
I love it because my uncle wrote it.
Now watch how I do this, Soupy.
Oh.
You pick the card up like that, you turn it toward you, then nobody can say, you snap it in like that.
See how easy it is?
It's only the
It's
third
easy
day.
for you. It's difficult for you. It's difficult for you. Okay. Here we go. Luis. Tom is so greasy. When his car needed oil, he got some by squeezing out his blank.
Squeezing out his nose.
It was a tight game, but now I think you've blown it.
I know, I did.
Don't pick on him.
No, I'm not. Don't pick on him. You're not worthy of a response like that. What do you say? He says, squeezing out his nose. No?
I wouldn't touch that.
What you say?
I said hair.
Hair is a good answer.
That's it.
Haven't you seen a fellow with slick down, greasy hair?
Right, yes,
Louis?
yeah.
You didn't think of that, huh? Well.
Slick
Okay,
hair.
Brett, what do you say? You don't like the question?
I said they squeeze out his pores.
Oh, I've decided I don't like the question either. What do you say?
I adored the question. I chose air.
Oh! He's looking for a nose. Hair seems to be the response that everybody's coming up. You got some by squeezing out his what?
Yeah, his hair.
Hair it is. You got to match somebody here along the line, because if you don't, Brenda's going to win the game. What do you got there?
Hair.
Hair. Now you must match Betty, or it's all over here.
Oh, I hate to disappoint Louise. Hair.
Here it is. So Brenda wins the game. Congratulations. Okay, you hang around here, and I'll get to you in a moment or so. Luis, may I shake your hand?
Yes, indeed.
And wish you a bon voyage back to beautiful Puerto Rico. It was a great meeting. We've got a lot of gifts we're going to send to you. So long, Luis Alonso. Bye. Okay, here we are. There it is. Stand on the tape. That's it. You ready? How do you feel?
Fine.
Good. Now, Brenda, we polled a recent studio audience. We got their best response to this. Blank Thomas. Blank Thomas. Now, the answer that group gave most often is worth $500 to you if you match it. Now, you got to match it to get it. If you match the middle one, you get $250, and that bottom one gets you $100. Now, these people are going to help you here by suggesting answers. You can call on them one at a time.
Richard.
Danny Thomas.
Danny Thomas.
Betty. Lowell Thomas.
Lowell Thomas, right.
Man. Doubting Thomas.
Who?
Doubting Thomas.
A doubting
A doubting
Thomas. Oh, a
Thomas,
doubting
right.
Thomas, yes. A doubting Thomas, a Danny Thomas, and a Lowell Thomas. Now, there may be another idea in your head that's rattling around there that you want to try, or you can choose one of those.
I'll stay with Danny.
You want to go Danny Thomas? Danny Thomas, are you up there? If you are there, where are you? Are you under the $100 response? Nope. We're getting warm, though, aren't we?
Same family.
Same family. We're in the neighborhood. Let's find out if Danny Thomas is under the $250 number. Doubting Thomas is Madeline Rue's answer. Very good. Okay, last chance for Danny Thomas. Slide it, Earl. You've got it. Congratulations. Very good. Very good. Oh. Very good. You now have $600. $600. But you're going to play for 10 times that amount that shows up there now, or $5,000. Now, to get that amount of money, you got to match one of our celebrities exactly.
Richard.
Okay, Richard, you get ready to write. Here we go. Ready? Worth $5,000. Goes like this. Rusty blank. Rusty blank. Now, Brenda. What do you say to that? To collect that $5,000, get your ESP going over to Richard Dawson. Give us the same answer, a verbal response here that will match his. Rusty
Nail.
Rusty nail. Rusty nail. She says rusty nail will match you for $5,000. What do you say to that?
I thought of a person.
Who's that? Rusty? Who? Rusty who?
Fleming.
Yeah. No,
Thomas.
Rusty Draper.
Rusty Draper.
Hang him on a nail.
This girl now has $5,600. How about that? Okay. Brenda's very happy. She's got a lot of money, and while she's counting her money, we'll pass along this message just for you. We're ready to carry on if you are, so let's all welcome Mary Rickabosh. Hello there. How are you?
I'm just fine.
Good. Where are you from, Mary?
I'm from beautiful, smog-free Antelope Valley in the Lancaster, in Antelope Valley.
Antelope Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in California?
Oh, yes. It's in the desert. I'm a desert rat.
You are?
Yeah.
Look okay to me, Mary.
I'm manager for a temporary service, and I live with 5 men.
What's that? Hold on now, Mary. What's the explanation for that?
Well, I live with my husband, Bob, and my 4 sons, Randy, who's 18, Steve, who's 17, Mike, who's 16, and John, who's 13, and they're all out there rooting for me.
Good.
And also, one more thing.
Yes.
My husband and I will celebrate our 20th anniversary in 4 more days.
No kidding. Doesn't she look too young? She had been married. You must have been 12 when you were married. All right, good luck to you, Mary, and happy wedding anniversary. I'll push this button and reveal our first round questions. Ask you to make a selection.
B, please.
B it is for Mary Rickabosh. That's an interesting name, isn't it?
Mary?
Rickabosh.
Yeah, a lot of people are named Mary.
A lot of no. Hey, the Godfather said, he says the Tartaglia brothers are really mad at Vito. They stuffed Vito's blank into his ear. That's how mad they were.
Man, ooh, that's mad.
They stuffed Vito's blank into his ear.
He probably deserved it.
Yes, he did. Having a good time, Soup? You glad you came?
Oh, yeah.
You don't get paid, you know.
That's all right. I do charity work all the time.
You know what this is?
What?
It's a hair from the head of the bionic woman.
This. What is it? Zoe, you got the tight shot. Who's got the tight shot? Nobody's got. You know,
Who's got
it's
the
a
tight shot?
This is a hair from the head of the bionic woman.
You know what else it also is?
What else is it also?
A lousy joke.
Wait a minute. I stole it from Soupy.
Shh. Listen. See? Oh, you're all ready. Oh, all right. Hello, Mary Rickabosh. The Godfather said, the Tartaglia brothers are really mad at Vito. They stuffed Vito's blank into his ear.
Foot?
He stuffed his foot into his ear. The first round questions are, foot is all right. What do you say? Have a hair of the dog that bit you.
You're in big trouble. I said nose.
Stuffed his nose into his ear. That would be painful. Brett?
What was the question? You know what? I think maybe I made
The Tartaglia brothers are really mad at Vito. They stuffed Vito's blank into his ear. What do you say?
Oh, no, I'm clear. I'm fine.
I don't know whether you...
Well, I'm not so fine, but I'm getting better. I thought I'd said
mouth is your answer, right?
Ear.
Oh, dear me. Are you ready, sir?
Meatball.
They stuffed Vito's meatball into his ear. Oh, I feel a draft.
Well, make mine.
What do you say?
I say your knees are cute.
Oh, thank you.
Killer.
Can't get near that Betty White. Been married to that Alan Ludden so long. Oh, boy, the Tartaglia brothers really mad at Vito. They stuffed Vito's blank into his ear.
His nose.
His nose. She's looking for a foot. Oh. No foot? How about a foot?
But how did he smell? Terrible.
All right. So, you got a lot of noses. If you'd said nose, did you think of nose?
No, I thought of tongue, but not nose.
Tongue, but not nose. All right, Mary, so there's your first rounder. Yours will be along in a moment. Now this for you. 40 seconds. Oh, heck. We got all the time. 40 seconds. Oh.
Is it all over,
listen,
hon?
sitting down here takes 10, 12 seconds. That kills that much. Will you come back next time? Mary, you going to come back next time?
Oh, sure.
You going to come back next time?
I'm sure I will.
Okay.
I can't.
You can't make it next time? Now, wait a minute.
I have an appointment with my gynecologist.
Oh, well, I think it's time to say goodbye, folks, because it's time to say goodbye. This is Gene Rayburn. You remember me. And I'll join you if you'll join me next time for Match Game 76 or whatever. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Behind these numbers is a puzzle. Can you solve it? H plus I, high. ST plus rung, strung. High strung. If you can do that, you could win one of these 8 fabulous cards as we play Classic Concentration. And here's the host of Concentration, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Gene. Good morning, folks, and welcome again to Classic Concentration. We have a good example of the international impact this program has because our current champion is from Montreal, Canada. He now lives in Toronto, and he's won over $7,000. He's the defending champion today on our show. Let's go to the floor and greet him and his opponent. Here's the champion, Marty Breyer, with $7,100 in prizes, and you're a waiter right now?
That's right.
Does that mean you're going to be an actor in the near future?
Well...
Is that why you're waiting tables?
No, not really.
What do you want to do?
Okay, I admit it. No, I do. I want to be an actor, but I hold down another job. I also work for a large reservation ticket agency.
I see. All right, well, good luck to you on the program today. You've already won some fabulous prizes, including a great holiday in Mexico. Let's see what happens in the match against Patty Purcell.
Hi.
Hello, Patty. Where are you from?
I'm from La Habra.
Oh, Southern California native.
Right.
Family? Married?
I have 3 daughters, and I've been waiting 2 years to be here.
2 years to get
That's
on
right.
this show?
That's
And have
right.
you got your daughters with you in the studio
Yep,
today?
they're all up there, and they're friends and my
All right,
friends.
they want to see you do well, and we'd like you to win some prizes also. Take a look over here. We've got a good prize for the home.
This super capacity Whirlpool washer features 9 cycles, automatic bleach, and water softener dispensers. The matching dryer lets you select just how dry you want each load and will automatically shut off. Furnished by Whirlpool. Alex.
You know something, Patty and Marty? when Marjorie goes out to do her laundry, she dresses that way.
So do I.
You dress that way also?
Sure.
With a white feather boa? Black dress, pearls? Boy.
Well, not exactly.
Fancy laundress. Well, let's show Patty and Marty where they can find that prize on our board. It's at number 8. Holiday in this game is a trip to Hawaii. Molokai. Patty, you select first.
Okay, I'm going to look for that holiday under number 10.
Man's diamond watch.
Okay, my husband would like that.
Ooh.
Let's see if we can find that watch or a wild card under number 16.
There's a match done the natural way. That doesn't happen too often on an untouched board, but it happened to you. You've got a prize and a look, the first look at this puzzle. You don't even want to venture a crazy guess, do you? And good for you, because it would be an embarrassing moment that you would never be allowed to live down. Right. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, she'll pick again. All right. Patty made the first match. She's got a prize on her side of the board, so she gets to pick again right now.
Okay, let's go down to your lucky number, your birthday number, 22.
We've got car stereo.
My husband's shopping for one.
Really?
Okay, yep.
Well, win one right now and then phone him and tell him to stop shopping.
Okay, let's see if that's under number 15.
Wild card, so it is there, in fact. The other one, the natural, is on the top line at number 3. Car stereo and speakers up there for Patty Purcell. Can she solve this puzzle now? Ooh, I don't think so. Prove me wrong. Not enough showing yet, Patty. Keep going.
Okay, let's go to number 9.
Computer system.
Oh, I would love that. Let's see, a computer. Let's see if we can find that computer under number 11.
Nope, green take. Marty, your turn.
Okay, now, let's open up something, my birthday number, number 2. Let's see.
Computer system.
And the match for number 9. Oh,
you got it.
I need that.
Well done.
I really need that.
Do you?
Yeah.
What would you use it for?
Oh, I have a lot of information that I have to store. I have a very large video library which needs to be indexed.
I see.
And
that would be ideal for it. Right now,
yeah,
let's see if we can get some sense of this puzzle as we open these doors. Go again.
Okay, let's open up number 18.
Molokai, Hawaii.
Okay, let's find that wild card. Let's go for it. Number 6.
No match. That's the washer and dryer. Patty?
Okay, I remember that washer and dryer and that feather boa under number 8.
The feather boa, I don't think, comes with it. But you might be able to negotiate something with Marjorie. Make the match.
That's under number 6.
That's right. 6 and 8. Make it a match. Give Patty 3 prizes and another 2 spots opening up on the puzzle.
Oh, I don't know
Select
yet.
again.
Okay, let's see. Let's look under number 13. Oh, the green tape. That was under number 11.
You got it. Well done. He's got the computer. Do you want the computer? Do you want to take it now, or do you want to wait?
You don't want it. You don't want it.
I'm going to take the computer. I'm going to take the computer.
All right, all right. You can do that. Take it away from Marty, put it on Patty's side, and open these 2 doors for her. Select again, please, Patty.
Okay. I want to see what's under number 24. Oh, red take. Okay. Let's see if we can find that, or a wild card under number 14.
No, that's the holiday in Molokai, Hawaii. Marty?
14 and 18.
14 and 18, do they go together?
They certainly do.
Yes, they do. Red take's still up there, Patty. I mentioned that because you uncovered one of them a few moments ago. But right now, this board belongs to our champion. Marty, can you solve the puzzle? Go again.
Not quite. Let's see what's under number 4.
Red take.
And I believe it was under number 19.
Oh, yes! Just as you selected 19, Patty heaved a sigh of relief. She was saying, and you could read it, it was right out there. She was saying, he made a mistake. He didn't remember where the other red take was. Then you picked up on the wild card. The red take is at 24, 1 box lower. All right, we'll give you the red take, and we'll ask you if you want to use it right now. She's got the computer, the diamond watch, the stereo and speakers, and the washer and dryer.
Well, she's already used her, so I guess I might as well. I'll take the computer back.
Computer back. Computer comes back to Marty's side, and he gets a look at the puzzle with the help of these 3 additional pieces. Marty, now she knows it.
Oh, no.
So you better not make a mistake.
Oh, okay. I'll make a. Do I have to make a match?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, too bad. 17.
Wild card.
And why not 25?
Why not? Personal Whirlpool. The other
All
personal
right.
Whirlpool is at number 7. Lucky 7 up there. That gives you another prize here. 3 of them at stake and the lead in the match, Marty. Solve the puzzle as we open these doors.
Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Looks like that to me. Is it indeed the Mormon Tabernacle Choir? Right. Patty had the solution, couldn't get in to regain control of the board. There's still another game to go. You know that. Marty, let's go to work at the board.
Okay.
You do this part very well, so I'll let you break it down.
Okay, the M plus the or makes more, and men, Mormon. The tab on the beer can plus the bear is tab, bear, and a nickel, tabernacle. K plus the wire makes choir. Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Well done. And you're going to enjoy these prizes, I know. Gene, tell them about them.
A personal Whirlpool, a service merchandise gift certificate with which you may select a personal Whirlpool or other top name brands from our catalog or redeem at any one of our many stores, furnished by Service Merchandise, and a computer system. The Apple IIc personal computer, sleek and transportable with built-in disk drive, standard 128K memory and RF modulation, and Molokai, Hawaii.
Great.
We'll fly you in a companion from Los Angeles aboard Delta Airlines to Honolulu. You may visit the exclusive Crown Room Lounge before boarding, and while in flight, experience warm and friendly hospitality furnished by Delta Airlines. Then, on to historic Molokai, where you'll stay 6 nights at the Kaluakoi Hotel and Golf Club. You may enjoy a round of golf on their championship course, the white sands of Kapui Beach, a fine meal and nightly entertainment furnished by the Kaluakoi Hotel and Golf Club. Prizes worth $4,701.
Well done, Marty.
I can't believe it.
Gene, all of us have different priorities in life, and while you were describing some of those prizes a moment ago, Marty, our champion, got most excited over the fact that he'll get to visit the Delta Crown Room Lounge when he goes on these holidays. There you go. All right, you've got the lead. The light goes on, and we'll go away, but we'll come back in 2 minutes. Spoons. I can't believe we're giving away spoons as one of our prizes. There's got to be more to it than that. Gene, is there?
Spoon slots and room for plate display make this Colonial Heirlooms Norwich Spoon Hutch a great addition to any dining room. Hand-carved doors hide ample storage areas furnished by Colonial Heirlooms. Alex.
Well, we just found out which of our players would really like to win that prize, and it's the lady, Patty Purcell. Let's show her where we can find it on the board at number 24. It's called a Spoon Hutch. Patty, you didn't win any prizes in that first game, but we've got a holiday in Paris, France in this one. So if you tie the match by winning this game, you might wind up
I'm going to do it.
in Paris.
Okay.
All right, pick 2 numbers.
Okay, I'm going to start right up in the upper corner with number 1.
An auto security system.
Okay. Let's see what we can find under number 13.
Videotape library, no match. Marty?
I could use one of those. Add on to mine. Let's look for that trip to Paris first. What's under number 10?
Red take.
Red take. Not bad. And number 16.
Designer table lamps. Once again, no match. Patty?
Okay. Well, let's keep looking for that trip under number 14.
Wild card.
Okay.
Now, we haven't seen it, so you'll have to go
I
fishing.
think I'm going to go fishing for that trip. Let's look under number 17.
Another wild card. That's a good selection. champion here. Marty's asking, what does that do? That gives you
means
$500 in cash,
All
and
right.
you get to pick again. You find the third wild card. That'll be another $500, and you'll select once more.
Oh, God.
Let's see if you can do it.
Let's try, please be under number 9.
Parrot. Let's take a look at the other Paris. At number 12. Put it up here, $500, spending money, and a holiday in Paris, yours to enjoy if you solve the puzzle. Let's see if these 4 pieces are enough to enable you to do that. I don't think so. Patty, go again.
Okay. I want to see what's under number 11.
Diamond and amethyst pendant.
That'd be great. Let's see if we can find that under number 25.
Auto security system. No match. Marty?
All right, we saw that before, and I could sure use one. That's number 25.
Right.
And number 1 for the match.
You started with 25. Patty thought you had selected the wrong number. She's saying, oh, I'm going to get a chance again. But let's open these 2 doors for Marty. See what happens.
No.
Pick again.
Okay, my lucky number 2.
Red take.
And the match under number 19, I believe. No.
Nope, that's the spoon hutch. Patty?
Okay, I think was the red take under number 10
Yes.
and number 2.
Number 2. He's got the auto alarm system. Do you want that?
No, I'm
I
gonna
get the
save it
feeling
this
you're going to
time.
save this to protect your trip
Yes,
to Paris.
that's right.
See, I can analyze strategy on this show. Take a look at what happens to the board now, Patty. Go again.
Okay. Let me see what's under number 4.
Deluxe sewing machine.
Well, we could use that. Let's see if we can find that sewing machine under number 22.
No, a deli meat slicer. Marty.
Okay, let's see what's under number 3, please.
Wild card. We've now gotten rid of all of the wild cards. What do you want to match it with?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, might as well go for that videotape library I've always wanted. Number 13.
1-3 in the center of the board, and the natural match to that is at lucky number 7. Videotape library, an auto alarm system, and if Marty solves the puzzle, he gets to play for one of those cars again. Can he do it? Go again.
Let's see what's behind number 5, please.
Deluxe sewing machine.
I think we saw that before under number 21.
Right. No. Deli meat
close.
slicer. Patty.
Okay, that sewing machine was under number 4, I think,
Oh.
and number 5 for the match.
You got it. We'll put that up there. He's got the videotape library, he's got the auto alarm system, and you have the tape. Still no. She wants to protect. All right. Open these 2 doors for her. Patty, select again.
Okay, I think the deli meat slicer is under number 21,
Correct.
and the match under number 22, right next to each other.
You got it. Another match for you. Another opportunity for me to ask you whether you want to use your tape. Are you getting close to a solution? You don't want to
I'm
waste
gonna
it.
wait.
All right. Let's open these 2 doors. All right, select again. Keep going. You're on the right track.
Okay, number 16.
Designer table lamps.
Oh, we already saw that.
But where?
Oh, I think that was where we saw it. Oh, I don't know. Under 20.
Nope. Green take. Marty?
Oh, number 6. Number 20. Yes,
Green take.
and I'm going to take her trip to Paris. If I can.
You could have been a little nicer about it.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't have to just
I'm
turn around.
sorry.
Yes, and I'm going to take her trip to Paris. Let her suffer.
Well, I think we're running out
I
of
have the
time.
red take.
She's got the red take. She gets control of this board. That Paris holiday is going back on her side. But right now, it's on your side, Marty, and it'll be yours to keep if you can solve the puzzle.
Monte Carlo.
Patty just said, oh, shoot.
I knew
She
it.
thinks you're right. Is he correct with that solution? Monte Carlo. All right. Let's go to the board. Oh, 3 in a row for you. Beautifully done.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Well, the M was easy, and the on, mon. The golfer I couldn't get, but I finally realized it must be a T, so Monty, plus car and low, where the arrows are pointing, so it's Monte Carlo.
Monte Carlo, a great solution that enables you to enjoy these prizes. Tell them about it, Gene.
An auto security system. Ains auto alarm system with built-in motion detector and ignition cutoff. Makes headlights flash when alarm sounds. Furnished by Ains Electronics. And the videotape library. Video Treasures will stock your video library with a collection of 50 all-time favorites, including A Star is Born, It's a Wonderful Life, and more. Some of the finest in movie classics furnished by Video Treasures. And Paris. We'll fly you and a companion from Los Angeles aboard Delta Airlines to Paris. You may visit the exclusive Crown Room Lounge before boarding, and while in flight, experience warm and friendly hospitality. Furnished by Delta Airlines. And you'll spend 6 nights at the ultra-modern Pullman Hotel Saint-Jacques. On the exciting left bank in Paris, enjoy gourmet food and famous French hospitality furnished by the Pullman Hotel Saint-Jacques. A prize package totaling $6,172.
$1,000 prizes. And once again, you're going to wind up spending so much time in that Crown Room Lounge. You're going to be on a first-name basis with everyone there. Speaking of first-name basis, we've got to say goodbye to you, Patty. Sorry it didn't work out for you. We've got parting gifts for you backstage.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. So long. All right, champ, are you ready to go try to win one of these cars again?
I'm going to try.
We'll do it right after this break. Holidays in Paris, Cancun, and Molokai, Hawaii await this young man. He's got a great streak going. He's won a lot of prizes, but he mentioned during the commercial break, I won that auto security system, the alarm system. Now I have to win a car in order to install the system. Let's see if he can do it. All right, 15 numbered squares for you, and here is the clock with 45 seconds showing. Marty, good luck. Go to work.
1, 2.
No match.
4, 5.
No.
7, 8.
Nope.
10, 11.
No match.
4, 11.
Right.
13, 14.
No.
5, 6.
No.
1, 6.
Right.
2, 3.
No.
9, 3.
No.
2, 9.
Correct.
12, 5.
Right.
8, 15.
Nope.
10, 13.
Nope.
15, 13.
Right.
10, 3.
Yes.
7, 14.
Yep.
Just won this Geo Metro LSI two-door hatchback. Features a 1.0-liter 3-cylinder engine, air conditioning, and a 5-speed manual transmission. Furnished by Geo, a prize worth over $8,800.
And what that does to your total is takes it up to $26,805. Congratulations to you. We'll get a chance to talk perhaps after this break. First, we want to hear from Gene.
Some of today's participants may receive an assortment of fun games with Glasnost, a game of Soviet-American diplomacy, Digi-Disc, a Brain Buster, Baker Street, and Gagline, all furnished by John N. Hanson Company. We'll be back to Classic Concentration in just a moment.
Two pieces of very good news for Marty Breyer, our champion. The fact that he's won $26,800, including a brand new car and 3 terrific vacations. And the other bit of the good news is that because you're from Canada, you don't have to pay taxes on all these prizes when you get back home. So congratulations again. We've got to say goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Classic Concentration, a Mark Goodson television production.
Get ready to match the stars. Gary Berghoff, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Brenda Nixon, Richard Dawson, and Patty Deutsch as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
we're ready? Did that make too much noise? I'm sorry, I didn't make them. Well, how are you?
Well, I'm just wonderful, thank you.
He was talking to
It's
all
a
of us.
collective you that I'm referring to.
Oh, I
nice
didn't
to see you
understand.
again,
Nice to see you
Albine.
too, Albine.
Nice to see you, yes. You're the new girl on the block, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
The girl next door.
Shall we give her just a brief, polite round of applause? Sweet girl. Now, would you hold my microphone, please?
Of course.
Now, when we have someone new on the program, see, we do a lot of kissing on this show. So,
This is the old
Yes,
wretch on the
Jane.
block.
to properly welcome you,
Yes.
why, we do a lot of kissing on this show. Oh, she's a good girl. Oh, listen. That's her. And you, yes, sir.
Who is best?
Really? Her lips are softer than yours.
Okay.
And you.
Hello.
You had a baby since we saw you.
Yes, I did.
Everything all right?
Everything is
Bernard.
Saint Bernard.
Bite your tongue.
And you named him Max.
Yes.
And he's okay.
Yes.
How much did he weigh?
He weighed 5 pounds 14 ounces, and now he weighs more than that.
That's the way it should be. Just
Thank
keep
you.
doing it
Oh,
that
then
way.
I must be doing the right
Patty
thing.
weighs 5 pounds and 14 ounces.
Yeah, she does. Now let's say hello to our two players here, Maxine Lambeth and Barbara Guy. How are you? This lady has won a lot of money. Do you know how much money you won?
Millions.
Not quite. $14,650 is a lot of money, isn't it? What are you going to do with all that loot?
I'm going to spend it.
You're going to spend it. That's it. You helped
the
get this
economy.
country out of this
Right.
recession. Good. And she's being challenged by Barbara Geib, who had her first round question and didn't do too well with it.
yes.
But you never know how this game goes from one minute to another. We'll give you a question in a moment or so, but right now we want to give you this message, so pay attention. Ready? Here we go. Middle of round one. Maxine, this is all yours. Everybody plays. This is her first round question. Long John Silver said, I've decided to get rid of that new sailor. Last night I caught him blanking me parrot. That's what he said.
Show hasn't changed much.
No, I haven't. But the question is different then. Yes. Long John, did you hear all that, Maxine? Long John Silver said, I've decided to get rid of that new sailor. Last night I caught him blanking me parrot. What does that mean?
Oh, that means happy birthday, Kendall, to my friend Kendall Haley. It's just something simple, and I wanted you to also know that the fan is blowing everything apart.
Well, without that fan up there, it'd be too hot up here. Listen, you're not allowed to give personal memos
Oh,
like
I realized that. That's why I didn't do it.
that. Oh, okay.
She has some very strange
Are you ready,
fans.
my dear?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, here we go over here to Maxine. Long John Silver said, I've decided to get rid of that new sailor last night. I caught him blanking me parrot.
Eating his parrot.
Eating me parrot, eh? What would you say? What would you say? Kissing? You can't kiss a parrot. You get parrot fever. That's very bad. What do you say, Gare?
It wasn't really the sailor's fault. The parrot's very pushy.
Really?
Give us a little kiss.
Oh, kissing. Yeah, you see? And you warned her. What do you say?
Well, actually, he was a little more sadistic than that. He was caught plucking the parrot.
All right. Charles?
Hello, dear.
Notice how quiet and lovely I am.
Yes.
Talking dirty, too.
Talking dirty.
And he was teaching them to say, Polly wants a blank.
That was a very creative, imaginative answer, don't you think, my dear?
Yes, it was.
What else do you have to say?
Well-
Last night I caught him kissing me parrot, eating me parrot, according to Maxine.
Well, after kissing you, Jane, what could I say?
Kissing! All right. There's a fly drinking your coffee. Richard.
Don't kill it. It could be Vincent Price.
Oh, okay. How does a fly get into an air-conditioned studio? That'll always be a mystery to me. Now, last night I caught him eating me parrot, according to Maxine. All right, that's one for Maxine. Hello, Patty.
Hello.
What do you say?
Well, see, I'm Brett's roommate this week, so
Yeah.
it's another parrot plucker.
Another parrot plucker. So that's They share a dressing room? Is that what you're trying to tell us, Patty? Okay. Round 2 coming up, Barbara.
A, please.
You want A?
Yeah.
It's over here someplace, isn't it? Right. All right. Anything you say, Barbara? Nanook the Eskimo said.
Yes. Brings back such fond memories.
Well, wait till you hear this. My wife... No, that wasn't Nanook. He says, my wife is such a big talker that the only way I can get her to shut up is to stick a blank in her mouth. That's Nanook the Eskimo. He says, my wife is such a big talker, the only way I can get her to shut up is to stick a blank in her mouth. Barbara, you think about that? You've got an answer in your head already. I can tell by the look in your face. Right. Okay. All right. Ready, ready, ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
You are?
Yeah.
What are you doing, artwork there? No, okay. Now we go over to Barbara Guy. Nanook the Eskimo said, my wife is such a big talker, the only way I can get her to shut up is to stick a blank in her mouth.
Fish.
A fish. They like that one, I guess, don't they? The audience likes her answer.
There's a lot of other answers, though.
There are?
I'm surprised I got fish.
Fish. One for Barbara. Throw the little lady a fish.
That's from a man whose wife is about to give birth any minute, but don't be nervous. Harpoon. I said he's stuck a little... Well, stop that.
A harpoon?
Yes, you harpoon her. She shuts up forever, honey.
Are you feeling a little hostile today?
Oh, golly gee whizzikers, no.
Not at all.
Mr. Wright has come into my life at last.
How wonderful.
The wrong one all over again, but Mr. Wright nevertheless.
Charles.
This sort of sums up that new romance, an icicle.
An icicle. Barbara Geib is looking for a fish to stuff in that Eskimo lady's mouth.
I wish I had a fish for her.
You don't?
I don't. I have a snowball.
Snowball. A snowball. All right, Richard.
That's the way to stop them talking. What? Put a walrus in their mouth.
Oh, boy, that's a lot of blubber.
Certainly is.
You, Patty.
And then for dessert, you can have another little piece of fish.
Fish. There. Two for you. Now, Maxine, when we come back from this commercial message, you'll have your second round question, and you'll have to score one celebrity match to tie, 2 to win. That'll happen right after this. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready wherever you are? Yes, you are. Now, this is yours. Remember, 1 to tie, 2 to win. And everyone except Richard participates. At the wedding, Jim said, boy, was that bride rotten. Instead of throwing the bouquet, she threw the blank. A rotten bride. Instead of throwing the bouquet, she threw the blank.
Oh, that's an easy one. I've already finished that one.
Hi, Richard.
Top of the world, Gino.
Let's chat while they're writing. What would you like to talk about?
Well, how come you always wear suits?
It's a habit I got into. You see, I'm really an Eastern kid. Whatever that means.
Why don't you wear a kimono occasionally?
He beats everything here.
I don't know. All right, everybody ready over there, Maxine? All ready over there. What are you talking? No talking.
In the ranks.
Pay attention.
Oh, we're
Here we go.
discussing our love life.
Maxine, at the wedding, Jim said, boy, that bride was rotten. Instead of throwing the bouquet, she threw the blank.
The cake.
The cake.
The wedding cake.
The wedding cake? I wouldn't have said that. I thought she was more rotten than that. What do you say?
I wouldn't either. I said the groom.
The groom. Yeah. That's what I would have said, too. This is an audience of superior
Of course,
taste.
he did have candles in his ears.
Oh, I see.
You
Fred?
blow them out first.
What do you say?
Don't die down because I have groom.
Groom. Charles?
You've heard of a brown belt and a black belt in karate? Well, she being a bride threw the groom because she had a white belt.
A white belt. Do you play? Yes, you do. What do you say?
Yes. I said, what did I say?
We tried.
The
cake. Okay. So at this moment, the score is tied 2 to 2. Now, Patty, if she matches you, she wins the game.
Uh-huh.
If she doesn't match you, we have a tie.
Uh-huh. Are you talking to me?
You, Patty.
I see.
Yes. Are you Patty?
I
Yes,
think
you,
so.
Patty. Me, Jane. What do you say?
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Oh, Jean, not Jane.
Jane.
Okay. No, I said that she threw the mother-in-law to be.
Mother-in-law to be. So the game ends in a tie. And that means we have to go to a tiebreaker. So we'll wipe this slate clean here and push the button and reveal 2 tie-breaking questions, one for each. The one who scores most will be the winner. Barbara, your choice.
B, please.
B it is. Here we go. Everybody plays in the tiebreaker. After the Lone Ranger spent 2 weeks out on the prairie without a bite of food, he got so hungry he ate blank. You're not going to get me to play your silly little games. I just stand here and read them. That's all I do.
Can you read it again?
Yes. After the Lone Ranger spent 2 weeks out on the prairie without a bite of food, he got so hungry he ate.
I know.
You do?
Okay, yes.
Okay, she's got it.
It
Hi,
was
Josie.
Charles who asked you to read the question, and you leaned straight into
I didn't
Brenda's
hear her.
blank. Get there. Read it to her.
Oh, you're finished.
I'm ready.
You don't need me, do you? You don't need me anymore. Now that you don't need me anymore.
Yes, I do. We're
Yes.
very close friends.
That's true. Okay, we're all set now. Come over here to Barbara. After the Lone Ranger spent 2 weeks out on the prairie without a bite of food, he got so hungry he ate
Tonto.
Tonto. They're a bloodthirsty bunch, aren't they? All right, Gary, she says he ate Tonto.
He couldn't have eaten Tonto.
Why?
Everyone knows he's allergic to feathers.
Oh.
I said Silver.
Silver. Well, Tonto and Silver, I think, are both good answers. Do you have one of the good ones?
Well, you know, there have been moments in this game show when I've been picked on for my answers and booed by that group out there. And so I very carefully, instead of my first instinct, needless to say, was Tonto, right? I thought, today I'm going to be smart. So I carelessly put Silver.
All right, so
I'm going back to my old ways.
Yes, that's right. Charles.
I agreed with these strange people and put Silver.
Well, now, Tonto is a good answer. Don't be disheartened, Barbara. It was a very good answer. What do you say?
Well, I'm going to get booed.
You are going to get booed?
Yes. I couldn't think of anything, so I said prairie dog.
All together. Cut.
Oh,
That's
well.
enough. All right.
This is only my first time.
That's right. She's trying. Tonto
She got
or
cake the last time.
That's
I did.
right. Yeah, she's
a
okay.
little prairie dog. You
Sure.
mustn't get upset. Me want no smoking messages from blood brothers. Tonto.
Tonto. All right. You might know that Richard would have the good answer. What do you say, Patty?
I said that he ate his kemosabe.
He's Kimosabe. That's a match. So that's 2 for you. Now again, when we come back, 2 to tie, 3 to win. Hurry back and see what happens. Now, we're ready to carry on. If you're ready to carry on, Maxine, this is all yours.
Thank you.
Remember, 2 to tie, 3 to win. Dumb Dora is so dumb. She puts blank under the arms of her chairs. That's under the arms of her chairs, she puts blank. That's how dumb Dora is. Okay.
She puts blank on the arms of her chair.
Dumb Dora is so dumb she puts blank under the arms of her chair.
Under the arms.
Under the arms. There you
Now,
go.
you see, under is the
Deodorant.
operative word, sweetheart.
Oh, sorry.
I can't do that?
No, you can't do that. So we have to throw that question out and get another one. Give me kisses.
What did Brenda say?
We'll go to the next one. Next tiebreaker, and ask you to make a selection, Maxine.
I'll choose B.
B, all right? Throw those out, if you please. And do these. If you do that again, I'm going to have to belch in the mouth.
Doesn't it make
All
you
right.
feel good?
Count Dracula said to the psychiatrist, Doctor, I have this terrible problem. Whenever I turn into a bat, people throw blanks. Blanks. Doctor, I have this terrible problem. Whenever I turn into a bat, people throw blanks.
I hate that question.
That's a very good question.
Yes, well, maybe if I read
Dracula said to the psychiatrist, Doctor, I have this terrible problem. Whenever I turn into a bat, people throw blanks.
Oh, okay.
You understand, don't you, little boy?
I know he has another problem, too. Arthritis of the tongue.
How's your wife?
She's fine.
Good. Say hello to her, will you?
Any day now.
Well, any day. Oh, really? Any day now?
Any minute.
Any minute.
Any
it could
minute.
happen at this
Oh,
very,
dear me.
even as we speak.
Okay. Now, here we over to Maxine. That's enough.
Cry.
Don't
He's a
do
baby cry.
Count Dracula said to the psychiatrist, Doctor, I have this terrible problem. Whenever I turn into a bat, people throw blanks.
Flames.
Flames?
Well, you know how they did in all those scary movies with the flames.
Oh, they threw flames at him.
I know that's a bad answer.
Everyone knows.
I don't.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, what? What do they do here?
Dracula was a flaming bat. Baseballs.
Okay. That's a little touch of humor there. I didn't even get it until you said it.
Yeah,
That's very
very-
good, Gary.
very
What do you
touchy.
say, Brett?
Oh, I just got his answer. Whenever I turn
Whenever
into
you-
a bat,
whenever you turn into people throw baseballs.
the Willie Mays joke.
Yeah.
Well, I said they threw nets over me.
Threw nets over me. That's a bad one, too, there. Charles.
I feel sorry for me because his wife's going to have a baby.
I don't know
And
what
she's
that-
a veteran.
Yes. Now we're up to Charles.
This is a stinky answer.
I love it.
Sticks and stones.
Well,
I love it.
now you, my dear. Brenda, we're up to you.
Yes. Well, the only thing I could think of was a wooden stake. I don't know. That
A
kills,
wood- oh, yeah, they used to
kills a
drive the
vampire.
stake in his heart to kill the vampire.
Yeah,
That's it.
right.
I don't think you grasped this. Now, show her what a good answer is like, Richard.
Throw balls at the
Throw
bat.
balls at the bat. Yeah. So that means Barbara wins the game. Come on down, Barbara. Congratulations. Okay. You stand by for a moment here, and we talk to Maxine. Well, Maxine, you're going to have so much money here, and you're going to have so much fun spending it. We're very, very happy for you. You got $14,000.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Richard.
$14,650. Goodbye. All right. Here we are. Alone at last. I thought you'd never ask me. Now, Maxine, Barbara. Maxine's gone. This is Barbara. She won so many games, I just got used to her being. Listen, you're ready for this where you can win over $5,000? We polled a recent studio audience and we got their best response to this. Pressed blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and the bottom one, you get $100.
Okay.
Whom do you call on here?
Richard.
Richard. Pressed duck. Pressed duck. That's a dish.
Brett, how about pressed ham?
Pressed ham. That's two.
Gary?
Gary, have you got one?
My third choice, pressed
Third is
flowers.
tough. Pressed flowers. Yes. All right. So you got pressed flowers, pressed ham, and pressed duck. Would you like to give us one of those as the answer, or think up one of your own?
Okay, I'm going to say, this is hard.
Yes, it is.
It's a hard one. Okay, I want to say pressed flowers.
Flowers is the one she's looking for up there. She, of course, hopes it's under the $500 response. But
Sorry, I can't take the shock of it all.
He fell us off his chair here when you chose his answer here. Let's find out what's under the $100 response. Pressed for time, which is a good answer. Did you think of that?
No.
Okay. Looking for pressed flowers, is it under the $250 response? Pressed pants.
They went for a whole different scene.
Yeah,
didn't
they really did. So
Pressed
far, they
duck.
haven't given us one answer that we heard up here. Last chance for pressed flowers. Here's the $500 response. Duck.
Barbara.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't.
You did? No, you didn't blow it. Listen, that was a hard one, as you said.
That
so,
was tough.
listen, you've got the $100, and you're going to play another game here in a moment or so. But right now, we've got this little message for you. Why did you trust him? Here we are again. No. It's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, we
Good
got
night,
20
Gracie.
seconds to kill. So.
Yeah,
Charles, what are you doing, Charles?
What am I what?
What are you doing, Charles?
I'm pressing my flowers.
You're squashing your flowers.
Oh, no, it's
Give that
perfect.
lady
And I
back
am
her
pressing
flowers.
my ham.
Yeah. Team Never Met Them 75. Join us next time. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Thanks so much. Thank you, Bill Wendell. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Tell the Truth. I have some astonishing facts here, which I'm going to read from a card because I didn't know these things myself till just before the show. I have just learned an astonishing fact, to me at least. Did you know that the assets and the holdings of the American Catholic Church probably exceed those of Standard Oil, AT&T, and U.S. Steel combined? I know that. Well, that's what our next guest says, and we'll meet him as soon as we meet our principal asset, who is the Tell the Truth panel right now. Here we go.
Peggy Cash. Bill Cullen. Jimmy Carlisle. And Gene Shalit.
Those of you with eyes like gimlets will notice that we have an added started with us today. We have the, how shall I describe him, anguished book and movie critic, Mr. Gene Shalit. A large hand for Mr. Shalit. Well, now let's meet a man who knows all about the Catholic Church's money.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Nino Lobello.
Number two.
My name is Nino Lobello.
Number three.
My name is Nino Lobello.
And here is the monetary memorandum of Nino Lobello. He says, I, Nino Lobello, let me get a book here. He says, I, Nino Lobello, am the author of a book called Vatican, USA, a book that tells the tale of the enormous wealth of the American Catholic Church. The average annual income for the church is over $12 billion. The diverse holdings, many of them tax-exempt, include radio stations, newspapers, hotels, and distilleries. Individual orders have such businesses as fishing lure manufacturing or fruitcake baking. And one order of nuns even operates the parking lot next to the Detroit Tigers Stadium. The Catholic Church owns Washington's famed Watergate complex, and when the Pope spoke at Yankee Stadium, he was on home ground. And for all practical purposes, the entire cities of Fall River, Massachusetts, and Dubuque, Iowa, are owned by the Roman Catholic Church. Signed, Nino Lobello. Now, as you may remember, we have with us three gentlemen all claiming to be Nino Lobello, who has some startling facts about the financial holdings of the American Catholic Church. And I think we'll start with a young lady who has a vested interest, Peggy Cass.
I wish you hadn't said that. Number three, the Watergate complex is owned by the Catholic Church. Are you saying that?
Is entirely owned by the Vatican.
The whole Watergate place in Washington.
Yes.
Then not only were those guys committing a civil crime, they were committing a mortal sin. I mean, that's really terrible, isn't it? Now,
bugging is a mortal sin.
Yeah. Now, number two, the Yankee Stadium, is that 100% owned by the Catholic Church? Because it's going to come as a terrific blow to the city of New York, who they think they own it.
It's owned, just the land is owned, not the Yankee Stadium itself. The land under Yankee Stadium
Is owned by the church. Now, come on now.
It's owned by the Knights of Columbus.
Well, my dear, that's hardly the Catholic Church. That's an order within the Catholic Church. That's like saying the Catholic owns a house at 55 Kirkland Street, Cambridge, Massachusetts, just because I'm a Catholic. Number one, are not all religious properties that are owned by religious orders tax exempt?
Yes, they
Okay,
are
then
tax exempt.
What did a nun do to you in the 6th grade that makes you so mad at the Catholic Church?
I got a vocation as a result of the nuns teaching me.
Oh, you did?
And then I got away from the seminary.
I see. Oh, the dead of night, no doubt. Number two.
I think we ought to quit right there. Let's go to Bill. I have never heard anyone so angry in my life.
I don't like that song.
I was just to sit next to her. I had to say 9 Our Fathers and 9 Hail Marys. So hold my seat. Number one, I don't know if anyone's talked to you. If the Catholic Church has all that money and all those holdings, we assume it can be converted into money. Where does the capital go? Where is the money that this represents? Number one.
You mean how many billions, or to
No.
what source they go?
Yes, to what source does the money go?
The source is not centralized. It doesn't go to the Pope, or to the Vatican directly. Each one regulates itself.
Well, what you mean then, number one, is not the Catholic Church doesn't have this money or own these things, but various parishes and organizations.
That's right, and various orders too.
In other words, I could take everything that was non-Catholic and in this country non-Jewish or non-Muslim, and say the Protestant sect in the United States owns the rest of it. Is that right?
But the Pope makes its round. Every 5 years they have to report to the Pope.
They report to the Pope. What do they tell him, number one?
Well...
does the Pope cut himself in for a piece of the pie, in other words?
No, it doesn't make it that manifest, but it's implied.
Excuse me.
It doesn't make it that manifest, but it's implicit. They are required to report to the Pope every 5 years. For example, the head of the orders, of the various orders.
Report to the Pope.
To report, and then...
Right. That buzzer just came in time for us to go to Kitty Carlisle.
Number two, does the Catholic Church own more property in this country, let's say the Protestants?
Yes, definitely. But do you mean the Protestants altogether or separate?
I mean the Protestant Church.
Well, there are many Protestant churches.
Well, let's lump them all together.
Individual sects, for example.
Yeah, well, let's lump them all together.
No, the Protestant Church is ahead of the Roman Catholic Church.
Oh, I see. Number three, does a lot of this money go for missions?
But yes, they do go for missions, but most of the money is, that the Catholic Church is making is taken back by the teaching on the school and all these things.
So therefore it does go to schools. And number two, are you also a refugee from a seminary like number one?
No.
How did you come by this investigation?
Well, as a working journalist, I discovered that the Catholic Church had investments in private businesses, and I decided to investigate.
Thank you. Number three, do you believe the church property of any sect should be tax-free?
But they are not all tax-free.
Well, what isn't?
But you have some winery, for example, that is owned by the church. They are not tax-free. They pay tax.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Thank you, Kitty. And we go to Gene Shalit, please.
I was interested, number two, in that the entire city of Dubuque, Iowa, is owned by the Catholic Church. Does that include the local Temple Emmanuel, too?
You want me to answer that question?
Yeah, I meant really literally, because this affidavit says quite literally that the entire city is owned by the Catholic Church. How is that?
I don't think Dubuque, Iowa has a Temple Emmanuel.
That's probably true. Any Jewish farmers are already in a kibbutz somewhere. Number three, what is the origin or the basis or the justification for tax exemption for a non-religious branch of a church to be tax exempt?
There has been a law, and it's called Chapter 501, I think, that is making this non-profit organization not taxable. But actually, they have they diversify the business in certain commercial business, and this business they are taxable. So
I see. Thank you.
And there goes that bell. And everybody's going to get a vote. Peggy is going to write hers in letters of fire. And it is time now for us to vote for number one, or number two, or number three. We'll say that we pay $50 for each wrong guess. We pay $500 if nobody comes up right. and Peggy Stark.
Well, unless it was no hard feelings, anybody, but unless it was a translation, which I didn't find out, I don't think number 3 wrote it, because he speaks he doesn't speak exactly fluent English, exactly, 100%. And
Something like Peggy. Bostonian isn't easily understood everywhere either.
Would you repeat what you just said, please?
I think it's number 2. This is...
All righty, we got a 2 showing, and we're going to Bill Cullen.
Yeah, I had a reason, but Peggy took so much time, I don't have time to give it. I voted for number 2, too.
A pair of 2s, and Kitty coming out.
Well, I think it's probably number 2, but I voted for number 3 because he had all those business terms like diversify and tax exempt and all that business.
All right, and Gene Shalit, how are you going to go?
Gary, I just got to go for somebody who knows there's no Temple Emmanuel in Dubuque, Iowa.
Well, everybody except Kitty is going for number 2. We'll see whether Miss Carlisle is right, or the balance of the panel is right, or nobody's right. Will the real Nino Lobello please stand up? Almost. Good contestants. I don't know how the votes got bunched that way. Number 1, sir, what is your real name? What do you do?
My real name is Bruno Martini, and as my name seems to imply, I don't work for the Christian Brothers Distillery, but rather I park cars at Thompson Street Garage, and I'm a doctoral candidate.
Doctoral candidate. Good. And number 3, tell us about you.
My name is Renzo Bigi, and I'm the Metro D of the Rainbow Grill in top of this building.
Yeah. This building, I believe, is owned, this building being the NBC building, I believe is owned by Columbia University, and the buildings on it are owned by the Rockefellers, I believe. I'm not sure. Mr. Lobello, what is the wealthiest of the Protestant churches?
Many people believe that the Methodists are, and I discovered in my trip through the 50 states of the United States that the Mormon Church in Utah, Salt Lake City, is in first place among the Protestant churches. The Methodists follow.
Mm. Well, it's a fascinating subject, and thank you very much for being our guest. Gentlemen, here on To Tell the Truth. Now let's meet our long-distance balloonist.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Bob Sparks.
Number 2.
My name is Bob Sparks.
Number 3.
My name is Bob Sparks.
And here is the soaring story of Bob Sparks. He says, I, Bob Sparks, am a balloonist with high and long hopes. It is my firm intention to become the first person to cross the Atlantic Ocean in a free-flight balloon, an incredible distance of 2,700 miles. Before starting this intrepid voyage, I will test my 73,000 cubic foot gas-filled balloon in an extended overland flight and on a trip over the Great Lakes as well. Crossing the Atlantic will not be simply for sport. I will carry some scientific equipment on board and will make measurements of a serious scientific or ecological nature. By the way, I've already completed over 280 flights. I've set the world's duration record for hot air balloons, and as far as I know, am the only member of the Balloon Federation of America to have maximum liability insurance coverage. Signed, Bob Sparks. And like it says, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Gene, you were last time. You want to go first?
I'll also be last up in a balloon, I'll tell you. As is well known to America's stewardesses, I do not fly. And I have nothing but admiration for anybody to go up in a balloon that doesn't have anything to make it go. Now, I would like to ask, number 1, he says that he has maximum liability insurance. On what basis, number 1, did the insurance company decide that you were a good risk?
I don't know what their decision was as to why I would have it, but I nevertheless have $500,000 in insurance on the balloon.
I hope nobody ever collects it. Number 3, what is the world's duration record for hot air balloons?
Well, I hold that record.
I know, but what is it? I mean, how long were you up there?
11 hours.
That's the record, 11
Yeah.
hours? Well, number 3, let me continue. How long is it going to take you to go across the Atlantic Ocean?
Well, at 25 miles an hour, it's going to take me 5 days.
Well, then you're really going to beat your duration record.
And that's going to take us down to Peggy, please.
Number 2, will you do this trip alone, or will you have a friend with you to join you in singing Lead Kindly Light? I mean,
I'll be alone.
oh, dear me. Now, number 1, how do you regulate how far up you go? I mean, if you're a balloon, you could just keep going up, and away. I mean, how can you keep, like, only a little way above?
Well, in a hot air balloon, if you want to rise, you merely turn on the burners, and it will heat the air inside the balloon and you rise. In a gas balloon, you throw some ballast over, and your balloon will rise on up until you are in equilibrium.
Thank you. Well, number 1, are you hot air or or gas? Are you hot air or gas?
I do both.
Well, what are you going to be on this? Number 2, what are you going to be on this flight?
In a gas balloon.
So you'll throw things overboard.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Supposing you throw everything overboard and you still don't have nothing left to throw, and you're still going up. Well, you just jump out, I suppose. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll jump out, or if I have a rip tear in the top of the balloon, it lets all the gas out. But at a high altitude.
Yeah, at a high altitude, yeah.
At a high altitude, the boat would drop pretty fast.
All righty, fine. That takes us, please, to Bill Cullen.
Number 3, I wasn't able to see the picture too well from where I am. Are you going to be in a sealed sphere, or are you going to be in a basket? I mean, your riding compartment, what's it going to be like?
Well, I'm going to be in a catamaran.
In a catamaran, in case you come down and see?
Right.
The idea being? Yes, go right ahead.
It's a catamaran that's going to have a specially built fence around the sides.
Mm-hmm. So if you come down in water...
Yeah, it'll be similar to a basket, but it'll have sails also, so...
Number 1, 73,000 cubic feet. How many cubic feet of helium do you put into the balloon before you take off, number 1?
73,000 cubic feet.
Number 2, do you go along with that?
Yes.
Number 3, I got to ask the same question.
Sorry, Bill, we're going to go to Kitty Carlisle.
Oh, dear.
73,000 cubic feet. Filled balloon. Yes. Number 3, is that 73,000 cubic feet?
73,000.
Yeah, I told you. I don't know. That's your question. Number 1, who was Blériot?
I'm sorry, I do not know that name.
Do you know number 2?
No, I don't.
Oh, my. Number 3, do you carry a parachute?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to carry it on the transatlantic
I see.
flight. Yeah.
Number 1, are you going to be full of hot air or gas?
The balloon will be filled with gas.
Number 2, how many will you be?
Just myself.
That's all?
Yes.
And number 3, what are you going to take to eat?
Well, the first day I'm going to take a nice big bologna sandwich. And after the first day, I have high-energy food, dried food, and I think similar to what, astronauts
Thank
take.
you. Number 1, which way are you going?
We forgot. I'm sorry, Kitty. That little bell means that it's time for you to mark your ballots. The audience and I will mark our mental ballots, decide whether we think it's number 1, or number 2, or number 3. And, Gene...
Well, I have to guess, huh?
Yeah, it's your turn first, so make a number no matter what.
Well, I am, unlike the balloon, I am torn, and I don't know whether to go to 1 or 3, and my instinct is to go for 3, so naturally I'm going to vote for number 1.
All right, you got a 1 showing, and Peggy.
Well, I think if I were going up in a balloon, even for a short run, I would want to go with a very precise and careful person. And number 1 is the most precise of the 3, so I voted for him.
A pair of 1s. Bill Cullen coming
So
out.
explain my repeating question. If the capacity of the bag is 73,000 feet, and you put 73,000 feet of helium into the bag, when the bag reaches altitude, that gas needs expand. And it better have a greater capacity or there's going to be an awful explosion up there. Not explosion, because helium doesn't. I voted for number 1.
All right, so
1
far
cubic
everybody's
foot.
gone out for number 1. And Kitty...
Well, obviously none of them are going up in that bag of yours, then. I see. Well, I think it needs a man with an awful lot of fantasy and verve and invention to do a thing like that, which number 3 has. But I voted for number 1.
Well, everybody seems to feel safer with number 1 if they were going on a balloon ride. We'll have to find out about it. The votes are all in with the real. Bob Sparks, please stand up. Sorry about that, gentlemen. It happens every now and then. Let's find out who your friends are, Bob. Number 2, what is your real name? What do you do?
My name is Denny Leone, and I teach astrology.
Should go with him. You could use it. Number 3, carefree as you are with your bologna sandwich. What's your real name? What do you do?
My name is Lenny Groden, and I drive a taxi cab right now.
Gene Charlotte has just asked me, Bob, what is your endurance record? The actual endurance, right? Number 3 said it was 11 hours. What?
Well, the actual hot air record is 11 hours, 14 minutes at this point, which I did last December, about a month ago. Gas ballooning is an altogether different animal. The record there is 68:40, although once, about 1913, 2 Germans stayed up for 87 hours, I believe.
So based on that, you think you can make it?
Yes, sir.
Bob, good luck to you. We'll be hearing about it. And thank you, gentlemen, also for being with us. We were just talking here amongst ourselves during the commercial about the amount of mail we were likely to get on the first spot about the Catholic Church. I see no reason for it. Let's assume that you've got 12 of anything, 12 corporations, 12 churches, 12 businesses. Somebody's got to have the most.
That's right.
And because one happens to have the most, why? I don't see why we took it as an indictment, is what I'm saying, I guess. Goodbye.
This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.